Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2-3. Solo D. DWA, we gonna do it like this. Look. Get back to the season, yeah, it's time for 2-3. Miami sports been on fire, kicking ass like Bruce Lee. Tua hit the weight room and got his tribe on his sleeve. Got some goals on his list that he gotta achieve. Matt D with the schemes, he supplying the dream. Rollin' Vic for defense, we bout to hunt for the ring. Buffet boys hit squad, we ain't thinking about Rodgers. Only Hall of Famer we acknowledge this year's Thomas.
What an unreal play by Zach Thomas.
Legendary at the crib, what we do is historic. Ain't won a ring in 50 years, but not one season been born. We been steady building up, they been sleeping and snoring. We been repping for that aqua, plus that green and the orange. 305 South Florida, we the reason it's storming. Since we picked up Tyreek, why should our speed been important? Waddle patch, they gon' dance like a penguin when scoring. Running backs, run it back. Old line don't want no sack. They reload in beast mode to protect the quarterback. CBS recorded that, then the world syndicated. Put the league on notice, now they all intimidated. Took some L's from injuries, but now them boys rejuvenated. When they lining up against you, running through you, you gon' hate it. All the fans gon' debate it. Compare and contrast, the same conversation on a different podcast. I'm a Dolphin for life. 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 Who that? So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep. DWA, that's Dolphins with attitude. MSM, that's Miami Sports Music. Make sure you subscribe.
This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, let's go.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the phone.
What up, baby? What is going on? It is Clock Blockers, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show. Good morning to my family with a PH, my Finlaws. It is your boy, Stephen D, and this is Clock Blockers. You guys can follow me on all social media at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Make sure you guys follow me there everywhere. Make sure you follow me on X, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is. Follow me at Stephen D SKPL. You can also follow Miami Sports Music everywhere at Miami Sports Music, except on Twitter or X or whatever it is you want to call it, at MIA Sports Music. On your way in today, if you haven't done so already, already 60 of y'all in the chat, I guess y'all are ready for a Wildin' Out Wednesday. We got a good show for you. The Wildin' Out Wednesday is its own show. But hey, over 60 of y'all in the building. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Okay, just hit the like button. Just tap it. You, talking to you, the one who's sitting in the bathroom on the throne watching me right now. Just, I don't need to know all the details. Just make sure you hit the like button. Okay, and make sure you wash your hands when you leave. Okay, because nobody wants crappy hand. Okay, so just make sure you hit the like button. All right, thank you. Make sure you do that. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. ready. When you do, hit that bell notification. Make sure you hit all notifications. That way you get notified anytime Miami Sports Music goes live or Solo D drops a new track or whatever it is on Miami Sports Music's YouTube channel. You will get notified. If you want to sign up to become a member today, there are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you to sign up to become part of the everybody in the chat on 3, 1, 2, 3 family. That's right. Make sure you guys sign up today to become part of the family. There are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you. There are plenty of people in the chat that I see that are not signed up to become members. I would love to get 2 new members into the channel today. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link to sign up for the membership right now in the chat. It is in the description below. If you look and you see membership, you'll see it there. But you know, hey, look, I'll let you all know in the chat. There you go. There it is. There it is. Membership. Sign up to become a member today. There are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you. If you want to help the channel grow by donating, let me tell you, this is, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. And, look, this is what I do for a living. So if you guys are able to donate, it helps. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. There are other things that we do to raise money for the channel, but your donations are a big part of how I'm able to do this every day. So I don't care if it's $1. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. There's 3, if you're able to do that. If you're not, share the link. Let people know that we're here. The more people that watch, the more people that will end up donating. And that always helps as well. But if you are able to donate, there's a few different ways you can do it. You can use the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ below the bottom of the chat, or you can also use Cash App or PayPal, which is $MSM Podcast Network, or use the QR code that's right there on your screen, or MSM Podcast Network, or use the QR code that is right on your screen. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports, Less is More Events, Lime Tickets. You guys need tickets to anything, shout them out. The link is in the description below. And make sure you guys also go to Tailgreeter. Download the app today on your current Crapple Android devices, whatever it is. Yeah. All right. Make sure you guys do that. All right. Whew. All right. Got a lot to get into today. It is it's Wildin' Out Wednesday. All right, Wildin' Out Wednesday is one of my favorite shows of the week. Let me kind of tell you, for the people that have never done a Wildin' Out Wednesday, this is not a normal show. We do this once a week. Once a week is Wildin' Out Wednesday. And what happens is this is a show that's made for the fans by the fans. And so I let a big panel, 10 fans, up to 10 fans all at one time, get up here and they debate and they go at it. And it gets a little crazy. Now, there are rules to Wildin' Out Wednesday. Rule number 1, swear jar is in full effect. Number 1, swear jar is in full effect. Every cuss word you say, remember, we want to try to make this safe for work. But I understand Wildin' Out Wednesday can get a little crazy. So if you happen to use some profanity, it's $1 per word. All right. Once you get to $5, we kick you out till you pay up your swear jar. But if somebody can pay your swear jar fee on behalf of you, or if you donate $25 to the channel, you get a swear jar pass, which means you can do all the cussing you want. Okay. Go insane. Okay. I try to make it safe for people, but this is how we do it. Now, there's other rules to it. These are it. If you're going crazy saying absolutely outrageous things, you can get timed out or banned. That's right. You can get timed out or banned. If you donate $10 to the channel, you can get 10-minute timeouts. If you donate $50 to the channel, you can go ahead and get day banned. If you donate $100 to the channel, you get week-long ban. You or someone on your behalf can pay to bring you back. Once that happens, the original person who banned, that person can no longer ban or time out at that level. They must move up to the next tier, but someone else can ban or time out at any level. Remember, this is for fun. It supports the channel. Do not take it personally. You don't have to be a part of it if you don't like it. But 95%, not actually almost 99% of the people that watch the show love it. And this is their favorite day of the week. because it gets a little crazy. All right. So we're going to have fun with it. It'll be a lot of fun. Reason why I'm late this morning, guys, is I'm in the middle of moving. And this whole process has been a little crazy. I'm going to tell you, for the next month, it's going to be a little hectic for me trying to do the show. There's going to be some days I'm not able to do the show because I'm going to be in the process of moving. So I just ask you to have patience with me while I'm in this process over the next, few weeks, packing, getting ready. My kids are home today. You're going to meet my kids today. My kids are going to come on for a little bit. So if you're upset that the show didn't start earlier, I apologize. Just understand I have to be able to do what I need to do for home as well. So just bear with me. I promise you, when I get settled into Mississippi next month, things will be a lot better once I'm able to get that room. And that's going to take a little bit too. So, all right. Anyways, let's drop the link. Let's get this party started, because I know y'all want to talk about Jonathan Taylor. I know you want to talk about everything that's going on today. I know there's somewhat of a practice that is open. So yeah, just do that. Okay. We're going to try to get you as much content as we can today. Steven, don't give me excuses. I'm used to the disappointment. Congrats, OG Steven D. I love you guys. Trucker Sean, what is up with you today, Trucker Sean? You were Trucker Sean woke up this morning and said, I'm going to choose violence. That's what Trucker Sean said this morning. Yeah. I see some people are mad at me in the chat for not starting earlier. What are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? All right, we're getting this party started. Let me pin the link to the top of the page so you guys can get up here. And my best friend is up here. Ryan, what's up, Ryan? One of my best friends.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's up? I only got a few minutes, so I wanted to jump on real quick to vent about something.
What do you want to vent about?
I don't care about Jonathan Taylor. I want a damn center.
You want a real center?
Yes. That guy almost got Tua killed on his second.
See, you're breaking up because you live in West Virginia, and they have
you almost got him killed.
Real cell phone service.
If that wasn't a draw play, or wasn't there for him to hand the ball to. I'm not in West Virginia. I'm in
same
Virginia.
Difference.
What am I being choppy?
You are being very choppy.
I apologize.
God don't like ugly, and he don't like you being mean to our center, Connor Williams. Okay, who's ranked?
Well, I don't like him trying to kill the quarterback.
I
don't like him trying to kill the quarterback with bad snaps.
I mean, I can't help those bad snaps, man. You don't think I take a deep breath?
Yeah, but the team can. But Chris Greer can help those bad snaps by hiring and signing a real center.
Damn.
Robert, that's a swear jar. That's a word.
No, Steven. You're giving me a pass on that one. I just got a pacemaker defibrillator put in last night. You're giving me a pass on that one.
Well, I hope you're okay, and I'm sorry that happened, but that's $1. It's $1, sir.
I'll be honest, I'm not paying you that $1 this time.
If I make exceptions for you, then I have to
I will watch the rest of it. I still don't believe that's a swear word.
I'm just saying.
It's fine.
I didn't make the rules. The fans made the rules.
I mean, technically you did.
I mean, yes, but on behalf of the fans, because this is a fan show. Okay.
I like swearing Steven more. So let's go get Jonathan Taylor.
Get you a swear jar pass, Robert. Donate $25 to the channel, and you get to swear all you want today. And it's all you. You can do anything you want then. Daniel Taylor says no cell phone service in some parts of America. I know you think this is 2023, and we'll deal with it. Plato's my kid is listening. Okay. See, Stephen D, you need to make a swear jar list to make it official. I have a swear jar list. I used to have it. I need to find the thing.
I mean, if you can't produce it, there's no evidence
here at all. There we go. I don't know if I broke up there for a second. Ryan, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So you do realize that Chris Greer is never going to get a real center. Connor Williams is our center, and we're stuck with him.
And I'm going to continue having a problem with that, and this is the hill I'm going to die on.
I mean,
Ryan, I appreciate the integrity and the consistency. It is nice.
Are you trying to say, Robert, that some people don't have that come onto the show sometimes?
Stephen, a large portion of our fan base changes their mind like the flipping wind.
There is nothing.
You know what? I'm going to rephrase that.
There's nothing wrong with flip flopping. Okay, nothing.
I'm going to rephrase it. It's one of two hills that I'm going to die on.
Hey, Stevie TV says Connor Williams a top center. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ryan?
As a blocker, he's great. As a snapper, he's terrible.
Cruiser Reese says Connor Williams
move him to guard.
Given the couple of bad snaps. I mean, I got to be fair with Ryan. I actually am on this hill with Ryan. I think you're guaranteed to get 2 bad snaps a game from him. 2.
And they're not gonna be like, oh, he's gotta jump up a little bit to get the shotgun snap every time, or it's gonna be or like jammed into his chest from under center instead of perfectly. No, it's gonna be like past him, a yard over his head and down the field, like has happened multiple times last season.
Steven, do you think we should have given Connor Williams?
Or it's going to be like that on Saturday. Like he almost got him killed on Saturday with that snap right on the goal line.
I do think we should have given him an extension. But my thought process, Robert, to this is they should have brought in a real center and moved him over to guard. And if we had that, like we would be sitting rope free right now, personally.
That doesn't actually go to the question I asked. I mean, give him an extension as a center.
No.
I mean, Dolphins don't have depth at the O-line, in my opinion. Not enough. How about this? Not enough quality depth. Let me make sure I use my words. And as Crypto would say, I'm not using semantics, all right, or semantics. So
signing someone that's already there doesn't give you more depth.
I understand that, but there was plenty of people in the draft, and there was definitely some free agents that would have addressed the center issue.
Okay.
They had multiple opportunities in the draft.
They had multiple opportunities to draft centers, but move guys over to the, and then move Connor back over to guard, and that would have saved so much. Quality
and moving him back to guard would have made it more acceptable to have not extended him yet. But playing him at the same position he played at last year, that's why he's expected so much on it.
Cruz Ruiz says quality offensive line depth is horrid across the league. That's a fair statement. I agree with that, but that doesn't make it any less important for us. We were still towards the bottom of the league, weren't we, or right in the middle of the league?
But you can't afford to miss on quality line depth when you don't have a full line of quality starters.
Correct. And I can tell you over the last 4 years, we've had plenty of opportunities to get some quality guys in this room, in this offensive line room. Tristan Wirfs, he was there for the taking for us. Could have got Tristan Wirfs a couple years ago. Panay Sewell, look, we could have easily gone up and got Panay Sewell. I'm not saying he's.
Heck, you could have held on to players that they had. Well, like John Jerry went on to start for the next 10 years protecting Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
He didn't do much for us when he was here, to be fair.
He didn't even make it out of his rookie deal.
Well, I get that, and part of the problem with that,
and a lot of that is coaching. That's
what I was getting at. If you had let me finish, we've had 9 offensive line.
Well, I don't want to let you finish.
Years. Well, this is my show. It's not yours, Ryan. My show. Billy Turner. Scar 305 says Billy Turner as well. Yep, Billy Turner.
Yep.
Another. But
Billy Turner might have been who I was thinking of.
Billy Turner. Those guys for a year. They couldn't do anything with their tenure here. They were starters.
They were
They
starters
good
in Miami, and then they continued to be starters elsewhere. If a player is good enough to be a starter on your team, and then is still good enough to sign and be starters on multiple other teams in the league, then unless you're clearly upgrading to a Pro Bowl player, why are you dumping them? And you're not dumping them for like this front office. They're not dumping these guys for rookies.
Ryan, there's two reasons why. Number one, we've had. I don't remember the last time we had back-to-back years of an offensive line coach. It's only happened once in the last 10. So, when you have that inconsistency there, every year here's the thing. Every year there's a new offensive line coach that walks through the door, and it's, hey, look, I have to reevaluate these guys and let me think what I think of them. So every year for the last 10 years,
I just put those motherfucking back back.
What? See, I think that's $2 right there, Rashad. $2. $2.
Oh, here. Oh, hey, Steve.
What's up, Rashad? $2. Okay, you're at 2. But every year the new coaches come in and had to reevaluate the offensive line every year, and they have their own method of coaching or their own style of teaching how to be effective in this league. So none of these offensive linemen have had consistency over the last decade. So when guys
what has had consistency?
Guys like Billy Turner, who came in and did start for us, yes, but they sucked. Dallas Thomas as well. They because they couldn't get any consistency. The moment they went somewhere where there was an effective offensive line coach, consistency, and good, management from the top down, you saw them flourish because that's what you need in order to be effective.
Do you know what all of those players that we're mentioning and all of the offensive line coaches we're talking about, do you know what they all have in common?
What?
Chris Grier.
So are you saying you're not a Chris Grier fan?
I have not been a Chris Grier fan for years. I think they should have cleaned house and fired both him and Flores at the same time instead of just Fluff.
Rashad, do that again.
I was surprised they fired Flores. I thought they were going to fire Chris Grier and Flores was going to get another year under whoever the new GM was going to be. Like it shocked me that they fired Flores and kept Grier. I thought they should have either fired Grier and kept Flores or fired both of them and started fresh.
I mean, I don't disagree with that statement to a certain extent because here's the one thing the Dolphins have done over the last 20 years. When they fire a coach, they retain the GM. When they fire the GM, they retain the coach. And there's never, I don't remember the last time there was a true reset from this team. And
I understand.
Even with this regime, with this new coach, okay, he had to retain some of the previous coaching staff because he was told
that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
So we have yet in the last 20 years to see a real reset of this franchise. Now, I don't think we're in that process now, and I think we're in a great run now, but
no, the roster is at too much of a spot now where they're not going to do it anytime soon.
Yeah. Manalo said, is this a rerun of a show 3 years ago?
Some things never change, man.
Some things never change.
Look, as long as they keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again, we're going to keep having the same conversations over and over and over again.
Can I say something to this point?
Yeah, go ahead.
When we do the full reset notion, it's normally started a season before or a season after that GM gets here. You throw that new GM in, there's the head coach that's there, blah, 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 blah. See if that works for a year, maybe 2. If that doesn't work, then the GM brings in their guy.
That's why I thought they were going to fire Grier. That's why I thought they were going to fire Grier and keep Flores.
I see.
That's what
you know why that didn't happen. You know why that didn't happen, right? I'll tell you exactly why that
we all know why that didn't happen.
Yeah. Because Stephen Ross felt very betrayed by Flores.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. He felt betrayed by him. But
he should have cleaned the whole house.
But he has nobody. So you want to know who his closest advisor is? Do you want to know who Stephen Ross's closest football advisor is? You guys aren't
Is
saying
it still Bruce Beal?
nope. He gone now.
Then I don't know who you're referencing. I know
Dan
he don't
Marino.
know. That's the point.
Dan Marino. Dan Marino is the person that he listens every game you watch in the owner's box. Marino is sitting next to Stephen Ross right there on the steps every time. He's sitting on the steps, sitting right next to Ross. Marino is who he would have to rely on to run the organization. And I know that there's this conception of, oh my God, the great white hope, he can come in and save the day. We
Don't
all
want
would
to do
want
it. Look what happened to Elway in Denver.
I know that'd be a Cinderella story, right? But the reality is Ross isn't smart enough from football stuff to be able to be like, well, if I do this, am I going to trust myself to bring in the right guy to be able to run all this? And the reality of the situation is he doesn't, because he's not smart enough to know football talent, which is fine. He's an owner. He doesn't need to. But what you do need to do is be good enough to be smart enough to bring in somebody that knows the football side of things, as far as running a successful franchise and what this looks like. What was Marino here for? 26 days as a senior VP years ago? It didn't work out then, and it was never going to work out now. So, for me, look, right now, this is the bed that we've laid in, but God forbid something does happen, man, you definitely want to hit like a full reset on this. I just don't know how that looks, and I don't want to know what it looks like, to be perfectly honest, anytime soon.
And I think it needs to look like Louis Riddick.
I love Louis Riddick. I think he's great. I think he's 100% great. Batman, good morning, Batman. What's up, buddy? Take yourself off.
Good morning. Wildin' Out Wednesdays. Good morning, everybody.
Wildin' Out Wednesday. Yes, sir. What's up?
Well, Jonathan Taylor, baby. I
You
heard some
think
great
he's
things.
coming?
Do I think? I'm almost about to say I know he is.
You know that he is?
Mm-hmm. I'm about 80%.
What's that trade package going to look like, Batman?
It's going to be, well, we spoke to the Sports Illustrated Colts guy the other day on Twitter, and we were asking as far as like, their interest in like an Ogba and a Wilson. There's no way they want any of those guys. They're interested in O-line depth. Again, I know Rashad's going to laugh.
Batman.
A guy like Eichenberg.
Batman.
A guy like Eichenberg could be dangled. Along with the multiple picks, like 3 picks, and it could get it done. It'll probably take a second this year, a fifth this year, and possibly a third next year, along with an Eichenberg to get it done.
Batman. We did this already. Stop putting the juju in the air. When we do that, it does not happen. Stop it.
Listen,
Here's my
I think it's gonna
process
happen.
on this. But you also said Cook was coming here too, Batman.
Exactly.
Right.
You jinxed it.
But the difference is the same guy that told me about Bradley Chubb 6 to 7 hours before it happened, and I reported it. The same guy that told me Ramsey was coming 5 days before it happened. He's telling me Taylor's coming. That's the difference.
Okay, Batman. The difference is those deals listen to what you said. 7 hours, few out. Like that's the deal. When we've been saying Vangio's been coming for like a season now. But that's different.
I'm not saying there's no chance it happens. There's a minute chance, a slim chance of it happening. But I'll tell you right now, if it doesn't happen before the Tuesday cut deadline, it ain't happening at all.
I can tell you
I have a caveat.
I can tell you how the deal will work out. Since no one actually has to be paid next season except for Christian Wilkins, that's the one player that has to be retained.
Robert Hunt.
Is he on his 4th year?
Yes, he's up.
Remember, he was a third. He was like a second or third round pick. So
yeah. So his contract is Robert Hunt too. You can front load Jonathan Taylor's contract. That way, you get his money out the way at the beginning. So then we can pay Javon, or we can work Javon's contract to where he'll get paid after Jonathan Taylor gets paid. Also with Waddle, we can get his 5th year, and then his pay will start after that. Same with Phillips. He get his 5th year, gets paid after that. That's how you work these contracts out. Just because they get their contracts all at the same time doesn't mean they get their money all at the same time.
I'll say this, Steven, you're gonna get mad, and a lot of
Okay.
people in this fan base are about to get mad. But
You're
you
right.
have to be willing to understand what I'm about to tell you.
I'm listening.
If you sign a Jonathan Taylor, there's two caveats. One, you have to get Christian Wilson done extended right before you do that. Or on the day of that you make the trade, Christian Wilkins needs to be extended. That's priority number one. You don't want to send a message to the locker room that you don't take care of your own and you rather take care of people off the street for the second time with Bradley Chubb and now with him. So you have to extend Christian Wilkins. The other thing you have to let go of, and this is the one that's going to hurt a lot of people and a lot of confusion and a lot of questions. You got to be willing to walk away from a Connor Williams and a Zach Zeiler if you bring in a Jonathan Taylor. And that would be for next season, not this season.
Well, there's no way on God's green earth you can keep Seiler and Christian Wilkins and pay them both. We already know that. Like, if you're smart, if you understand
Bye-bye
football,
Connor Williams.
you know that's not happening. Now, Connor, I got to be honest, I don't think he's a great center to begin with. He's a great blocker. And, you know, I would rather spend that money on somebody that's a real center personally down the line. So you're not going to hear a complaint from me about Connor as long as they do what it takes to replace him. Now, as far as the league is, or the team is concerned when it comes to Seiler, I thought that they should have extended Seiler last offseason because you wouldn't have had to pay him as much and you would have had him locked in for the next 3 years. Easy. So I think they missed the boat on that.
Now here's the other thing of that though, Steven. They're already gonna have to be dropping at least one running back off this roster without Jonathan Taylor. Who's the second running back that's going to get dumped if they bring him in?
So here's the thing. If, and this is a big if, people, if Jonathan Taylor does come to the Dolphins, Raheem Mostert is still here. Jeff Wilson is still going to be here, and Savon Ahmed will still be here. Christopher Brooks will be on the practice squad, and I'm forgetting about A-Chain. A-Chain obviously will be here too. So, Savon.
So you're talking about carrying 5 running backs on the action.
I've been talking about carrying 5 running backs since the beginning of training camp, personally.
It's a difficult thing, man. I mean, I know. Listen,
not in this offense.
I will say this, man.
And look, if I had to guess, let's say they weren't going to keep 5 and they were only going to keep 4, you only have 2 running backs that would be trade possibilities somewhat, and that would be Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert. Now, Dallas is definitely probably going to be in the market on Tuesday to add some depth to that running back room. And there might be a couple of other teams too. But you got to remember, there's going to be over 1,100 players cut on Tuesday. There's going to be so many free agents, potential free agents that are going to hit the market. And that's why I'm saying if this Jonathan Taylor trade doesn't happen before Tuesday cut time, it's never going to happen. Never.
We got to resign Wilkins within the next 8 days. We have to.
I think we have to resign Wilkins before the last playoff game or the last preseason game.
So before Saturday. Before Saturday.
Yeah, I think they need to sign him. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Yeah, they need to sign him in the next 72 to 80, 72 hours. I think they need to sign him. But I will say this, Batman, in my personal opinion, I said at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of this season, this offseason, that I didn't think that the Christian Wilkins deal was going to get done this year. And I'm still kind of holding my breath on it because it's not like Wilkins is going to sit out, but they are definitely alienating him by not doing it. And I already know that. And maybe that's what and so this could be another thing. They have Christian Wilkins for the next 2 years, guaranteed. They got him this year and they can get him next year as the franchise tag.
Not true, Steven. That's another caveat that I want to listen, I'm trying to educate the fan base. So the thing with Chris with that franchise tag, right? So how the franchise tag works is the top 3 salaries for the defensive tackle position. It's the average is what the franchise tag will be for next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now you have Aaron Donald at 30. You have, I believe it's the Jets. Was it Quentin Williams? I think he was at 24, and then Chris Jones is seeking 30. So if Chris Jones gets anything remotely close, if he gets anything higher than 25, that franchise tag is going to be in the $25-26 million range, which is untaggable for the Miami Dolphins at tagging Wilkins at that price. So if Chris Jones were to not sign a contract, which we know he wants a contract and he's pissed off, if he stays at where he's at, then yeah, we're fine. But if Chris Jones gets anything remotely close to 24, when we know he's the second best, defensive tackle in the league, yeah, Wilkins is not going to be tagged. They might do that transition tag where you tag him and for a pick, but you're not going to be able to franchise him to play on the team. You're not able to do that.
Transition tag is definitely something I could see them doing. Yeah, 100%. Look, he will get some sort of tag next year. Even if it's them tagging, paying that whatever salary, and then calling up and saying who wants to trade for him and sign him a long-term deal. Like, I do think that there's a real possibility that Christian Wilkins is not here after this year. Like, I think that's a real possibility. People don't want to hear that. I don't like it personally. I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying it's a real possibility that
you know how Lewis doesn't like running backs, right? That's the caveat, the homie Lewis, right? But I will say this: Lewis fed me a dream, and you know me, I love running backs, but he fed me this dream, and he's been talking about it for 3 days straight. The scenario of having a Jonathan Taylor, a Tua, and a Waddle as your foundation in the offense, or a young foundation going for the next 5-10 years, is something that obviously on the defense you have Javon Holland and Phillips as your 4, your 5 right there, and you build around that, right? That to me,
man, you missed a piece of that foundation.
Look, I could throw a name or 2 in there, but I don't want to piss anybody off. That's why I didn't want to throw a name or 2 in there. But those five.
Speaking of somebody that I've been trying to get a hold of for a couple of days, and lo and behold, Batman says his name and he comes out and shows himself.
I've been working, Steven. I'm sorry, man.
You're gonna have to make it up to me, man. I feel some type of way. I'm not even gonna lie about it, man. You're my boy, and I feel some type of way.
I'm gonna call you later tonight. I'm gonna call you later on tonight, and we're gonna talk
twice now. This is the second time I've heard that.
Well, no. To be fair, you said you were spending time with your family, so I respected it. And then yesterday, I didn't get home till like almost 8 o'clock, a little bit after 8 o'clock last night.
Now, good thing for you, I was at the movies last night at that time.
What movie, Steven?
I took my son and I had a father-son date, and we went out to dinner. He got a haircut. We went out to dinner, and then we went to go see. Oh man, what did we go see? Brain fart. We went to go see Blue Beetle.
You went to see Barbie, didn't you?
No, my daughter and my wife went to go see Barbie last night, and then my son and I went to go see Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was good. I liked it. I thought it was good. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm mad at Lewis. I'm mad at you, Lewis. No, I'm mad at you right now. Just so you know.
Whatever.
Nope.
We'll get past it. I love you. I know you love me too. All right. But I can't believe what we're sitting
I'm not ready to say that yet. I'm not ready to go there yet. Nope. Not going to do it.
Yeah,
not going to do it.
Where's the spread kindness, positivity, and
I don't have it for you today, Lewis. It is Wildin' Out Wednesday, and I feel like just being a little mean to you today, Lewis. That's how I feel, Lewis. Okay?
Well, hey,
can we all just get along?
I'm man enough to take
Ryan.
What
that wasn't Ryan.
It's Robert. Let me just be honest, because what I've heard today so far on the Wildin' Out Wednesday has been blasphemy. Has been outrageous. I can't even believe some of the things. First of all, are we sitting here crying about Connor Williams? Is that what I heard? That's ridiculous.
I can tell you, Ryan Keeling and I were not crying about him, but there was definitely some other people on this panel that was.
I'm not crying about him. I'm just over him.
Well, I mean, that's fine. He graded out as a top 10 center, so we can be in our feelings about whatever player, but the fact of the remaining, he was a top 10 center.
They grade out offensive linemen based off of their blocking. Like if they would add in snapping into how you grade out a center, he wouldn't be a top 10.
Darth Vader said,
and that's more important.
Darth Vader with his $5 donation said,
snap, though.
if the Dolphins get Taylor and we don't win a Super Bowl, it's the biggest disappointment in the history of the NFL.
That's a fact.
Okay, I'm complaining about a whole season of high snaps and off-target snaps.
Okay, but what we're doing is we're talking about a season where there was maybe 4 or 5 the whole season. So, like
4 or 5 a game.
Nah, Lewis.
He had 4 or 5 bad snaps a game.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Can I make my point? Because again, I don't care about the goddamn center. What I'm saying is I cannot believe this blasphemy where I'm hearing. I don't care if you have to lose Zach Seiler, Christian Wilkins. Hell, I already said it. There's about 4 guys that are safe on this roster. Bring Jonathan Taylor. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, are we building around, or is this team getting built around Christian Wilkins? Is that what people are trying to tell me?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
The defense is.
You're building this team around Christian Wilkins.
That's a foundation.
No, the blanket statement of, are you building your team around a defensive player, defensive tackle, mind you?
Right.
No, they are not. But
they're
Christian
building
Wilkins,
the front seven around him.
Christian Wilkins is a very integral piece of the success of this team this year. And if you have him, if you have him disgruntled, you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire.
I don't care about having disgruntled. Let me ask you a question. Has anyone on this panel seen Christian Wilkins in the first 2 games of the preseason? Has he played a snap?
No, he doesn't need to.
I agree. He doesn't need to. Now, I'll ask you another question. Has that defensive front looked like they're giving up run lanes? What happened to, Christian Wilkins is one of the best defensive run stuffers in the league. Has the defense taken a step back?
Preseason. Come on, Lewis.
Now it's the preseason. See what I'm saying? I can't argue with you.
It's always been the preseason.
Okay.
Even Skylar Thompson looks good in the preseason.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on, Lewis. You know better.
I'll ask you, gentlemen, one quick question. Would you rather have Jonathan Taylor on this team for the next 5 years, or would you rather have Christian Wilkins on this team for 5 years?
Both.
Jonathan Taylor all day.
Both. You can have both.
So what are we talking about here?
Hold on.
I'm glad Robert answered truthfully.
I want to know what's going on with his ankle.
Feelings. Christian Wilkins not that guy, man.
I want to know what's going on with Jonathan Taylor's ankle. He just had surgery, and now there's whatever.
We can't run away from this question. I think it's a legit question. Would you say it again, Lewis? Would you rather have?
But that's not even true. That's not even true. That's not. It's one. You can't have one. You can have both.
Yeah.
Lewis is making up a scenario, but that's not even a scenario.
You might be able to have them. You might be able to have them for a season, both. But can you have both of them along with Tyreek Hill and
we've done the numbers?
If Tua balls out the way we all think he's going to ball out, most of us think he's going to ball out this year.
Yo, guys, I'm new to the show.
You're going to end up paying him. What's
the
up, Show?
The TFTG hate on Christian Wilkins is real. I'm noticing it.
What up, B Show? How are you, man?
What's up, guys? I'm big on the cap. I'm big on the Dolphins. I've been watching the show for a little bit. Just wanted to give my 2 cents.
Thank you very much, man. Go ahead. Say your 2 cents. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. So I think it can happen to trade, and I think it can work out financially. Obviously, we'd have to let some guys walk. We got to make those decisions, as they come. But Jonathan Taylor, man, if his ankle checks out, he's a stud. And Tua, I love Tua. He needs a ground game. We need a balance, and Mike McDaniel runs on that shit, and he gets hyped for that shit. So
swear jar, B Show.
That's damn, my bad.
B Show. Okay.
All right. But what we have to do to make this trade work, though, is we have to get Ogba or Cedric Wilson off the books, so we could get ahead of an extension for Christian Wilkins, and get ahead of an extension for Jonathan Taylor, and pay them this year, and spread out the cap hits so they're staggered throughout the next 4. And be cuttable in that 4th year, and then restructure guys like what we did with Jalen Ramsey is
All right, B show. Let me just pause you for a second. Therein lies the problem.
You can't pay him this year.
Here's the problem, B show.
What's up?
We have not been able to trade Cedric Wilson since we've had him, and I am telling you, the Dolphins have actively tried to shop that man. And
wait. You don't want to trade Cedric. You
do want to trade Cedric.
Listen to me. Y'all are talking about freeing up money for this year. You let Cedric walk next year. You cut him next year, whatever. We have more money. We owe him less
nobody's
money.
talking about cutting him. We're talking about trading him.
I'm saying even if he stayed on the roster this year, whoever you bring in, if you're paying them with future money. So if they have a contract already,
hold on. That's not entirely true. If you trade him, you save $7 million this year on the cap, which means that opens up $7 million more for them to be able to do whatever they need to do this year. And they're not. But you don't have to worry about next year because you traded him.
That's bringing in free agents who will be getting paid for this year. Christian Wilkins is already paid for this year. Jonathan Taylor is already paid for this year.
Here's why you're wrong there. Because if they do happen to trade for Jonathan Taylor, if that does happen, now all of a sudden I have $7 million more that helps me sign him.
No. That's for this year. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Anything you sign him to, signing bonus is the bonus. But all that, he still has that $4 million contract, but you're extending him. That's next year's money, and after that.
So time out. Rashad, are you saying that on August 23rd, it's irrelevant if we trade him because the $7 million is irrelevant now because we're so far into the season?
No, not too deep into the season or whatever it is. Just so I can hear. I heard clanging, but we were trying to free up. Notice that every time we were talking about cutting somebody or trading somebody and all that, we were talking about adding cap to this year's cap. We were trying to add money for this year. That's why we was complaining about bringing in Dalvin Cook and all that stuff. You can do that by
trading Cedric, which, by the way, is the problem because we haven't done it yet, and I don't know if we can.
But, Steven, none of that matters to people who are already under contract.
Oh my God, yes, it does.
Rashad. No, you could lessen cap hits. You can lessen cap hits if you give a extension.
You can do that. Like if I wanted to guarantee or restructure Tyreek Hill's contract right now, I can take cap from right now and give it. Say we got $8 million right now. I can say here's some more guaranteed money up front, so next year your contract would be lesser. So I have more cap next year. That's the only reason you would use the cap that we have now. Freeing up money for this season is irrelevant unless you're bringing in a free agent.
Wrong. I've never disagreed with you.
I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah,
okay.
Rashad, you're wrong. Okay. and you've never been more wrong.
So Jonathan Taylor gets $4 million this year. We bring him in. How much?
Rashad, where do you make up these numbers, bro? Where do you make these numbers up?
He's owed $4 million for his last year on his
contract. $4.5 million. But where do you make up that we're gonna take money in 2024, 2025 off of Tyreek's? Where do you make this shit up? My bad.
You get that's restructuring contract. That's how you restructure contract.
No, he's arguing my point. He's arguing my point. Straight, I get it.
You're trying to restructure a future year, though. You can't do that until the year comes.
Listen to what I'm saying, Batman. Jonathan Taylor has $4 million left on this year on his contract for this four and a half for this year. We bring him in. Does this year's contract change?
You
extend. No. You extend.
The man's not playing under that deal.
Listen. No, you're not listening. You're not listening.
You're not listening. You're not understanding.
You're not understanding. He's going to play under that $4 million.
No, he's not.
Shut up.
Out of Indy, Rashad.
Can you stop cutting me off? He's not going
to play under the $4.5 million. That's all we're going to say.
Stop cutting me off. Can you stop cutting me off?
I will. Go ahead, Rashad.
You give him an extension that's guaranteed money, guaranteed years on a future contract. He still plays under that $4 million. But he
Rashad
has
is
a
right.
guaranteed contract after that. Genius is
Rashad,
That is
damn,
true.
stop cutting me off.
Rashad is right.
That is
Rashad
true.
right.
That is true. You could do that. But that Tyreek scenario you brought up is false. That you can't do that.
Well, I think we're gonna have to, if we do get Jonathan Taylor, we're gonna have to restructure certain guys. We can't restructure Teron Armstead. He's a little too old, I think. It would have to be Chubb and Tyreek, and then guarantee the next 2 years, like we did Jalen Ramsey to make them happy.
Rashad, here's another thing. Let's say your theory is correct, that if we trade for him, that he's still only playing on $4.5 million this year because they extend him out on a futures deal. Okay. The Dolphins currently have, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, the Dolphins have what, $9.5 million currently in salary cap tops available. Is that right? Does that sound right? Maybe
12.
I don't think it's
That's
double digits.
that's correct.
I think we're in the singles. I think
we're closer to 10. We're closer to 10, but yeah, you're right.
It's like
You're
$9.5 million, something like that, right? So let's say, Rashad, we do go ahead and we don't give up any. We didn't have to give up anything to go except draft picks, right? So we're still under the salary that we're currently at. Well, now if you trade him and pays that $4.5 million, now you're only sitting at about $4 million for the rest of the year. That, God forbid, an injury happens, you need to bring a free agent, you make a trade, and somebody else's contract is higher. Whatever it is so imperatively important to try to do everything you can to get that $7 million off the books from Cedric Wilson.
But that would be for this year. See, I get what you're saying, but think of it how we were stuck still paying Calvin Noy after we got rid of him. How we were stuck paying Eric Flowers after.
But Rashad, here's my frustration with you. If we trade him, we no longer have to deal with anything of him because the new team takes on all that.
No. He's still owed.
Actually, the way his
money.
contract is worded, we would still have to pay a portion of it if we trade him this season.
We would still pay about three or 4 million.
Go look at
it's $1 million.
Time out. Listen. Listen.
Oh, he's talking about trading.
Listening is fundamental.
Yeah, you're right, Steven.
If you trade him, Spotrac states that you will save $7 million.
That's a fact.
And to trade him, it will cost us capital.
More than that.
We will have to entice somebody to trade for him.
He's not old. He already got his guaranteed money.
$7 million that comes to the salary cap that is added for us to spend this year.
The problem is getting rid of the contract. That's the problem in a trade.
The problem is you will have to entice a team to take on that contract. You will have to give up something.
Original statement to Bisho. You know what? Therein lies the issue. We have not been able to trade him. That was my original point. Rashad, you get me so mad, Rashad. I'm so mad at you right now, Rashad. That was my original point to begin with.
Reading is fundamental.
I'm taking a 2-second break. God, you kill me right now, Rashad.
We don't have nothing to give up, Steven. That's the problem. What are we gonna give up to get rid of Cedric?
Nobody wants Cedric, which was my original point, dude.
We got to give up a future third-round pick or some shit.
Yeah, his contract is paying him like he's a 1 or a 2, but he's a 4 at best. Nobody's going to trade.
But my question,
we'd have to agree to pay like half of his salary.
Like we did with Flowers. When we got rid of him.
You don't want to get up there to get that.
Yeah.
Or unless you entice somebody to get a pick for him. You give up a pick.
Rashad, the way that you're explaining it, right? Like, I get your futures deal. I understand it. I can hear it. My beef with how you're putting it out is, for me, is that what they're doing? It does, like, it's irrelevant for them. It does not matter for this year, and that's not
it does
true.
not matter for them. Okay, Steven. Okay, Steven. We free up.
No. You stop for a second. I'll
I'm
let you finish.
With you.
Stop. No, you were. It sounded like you were being condescending, Rashad.
I was going to ask you a question. After you free up that money, you free up $7 million.
Correct.
Who are we giving that to? Because it's for this season. So who are we giving that to?
There's plenty. We can use that to renegotiate deals with other players that are currently on our team. There's so many things that you can do with that.
I agree.
You can carry that over into next year.
I think it would be going to Wilkes.
Which to be fair, they're not going to do because they're going to use it for this year, right? We talk about defensive tackle help, right? God forbid something happens, then Ndamukong Suh is out there. He's going to cost you $2.5 to $3 million if you bring him in. And then if you need another running back because you didn't trade for Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette's going to cost you $2 million. So there's your $4 million right there.
You
Steven,
do know
let me start wilding out Wednesdays by making a statement.
No.
Let me start
I
wilding out.
literally just said it doesn't matter unless you're bringing in a free agent.
They are,
or you're reconstructing the contract.
Reading is
That's
fundamental.
Literally what I just said.
Reading is
That's
fundamental.
what I just said.
You don't think that an NFL team in the middle of the season, because of injuries, are not going to want to sign a player?
You're arguing what I said.
No,
When
you are arguing what I say, and you're driving me bananas, Rashad.
I
really stirred the pot on this one.
I literally just said that does not matter unless you're bringing in free agents. And y'all said no.
This little
Y'all
nugget.
My bad. Y'all continue to cut me off and say I was wrong. I say it does not matter unless you're bringing in free agents. No, that's not true.
Steven, I want to call out Pete's takes for a take he made.
Oh my
God! I want to call him out to the stage.
Which one?
He said that we shouldn't trade for Jonathan Taylor because we got Brooks, and that's what we need for this team. So I'm calling him out because he doesn't want Taylor on this team because it's going to make Tua look better. So that's why I know he's saying that statement. So I'm calling out Pete to the stage.
When you argue everything.
He's really saying he wants Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks should be the starter.
To be active. I mean, he wants Skylar Thompson to be the starter too, so whatever.
Right. Hell of a combination to tank.
Yeah. Also, he wants even if Chris Brooks is in there, I bet you $1 million that he relies off of Chris Brooks. Yes, it's me. Yes. It's me, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, I like what I saw out of Brooks so far this preseason.
I like what I saw.
Hell yeah, me too. He looks good.
I think Chris Brooks is a future star, honestly, in my opinion.
Oh, you gotta slow down, Alex.
I think he's got a shot. Yeah, but this year he's a practice squad guy.
Let's see what he does this Saturday.
One more preseason game.
Zakondre White was also a superstar in the making last year. That's what
Not
I
like
heard.
this.
I remember that.
Not like this. Not like this, Lewis.
You got something in Brooks. You got to.
Yeah,
you got something.
I know we have something in Brooks, just like we had something in Zakondre White.
Alex, what do we have in Brooks? Alex, what do we have in Brooks?
Different. That is
what do we have? What do we have in Brooks? I want to hear your opinion.
I think Brooks is a future star in this league, just like I think Devon Achane is.
We also had something in Kalen Ballage. Remember Kalen Ballage? That we had something in him too.
Did we? Don't give me Kalen Ballage, the guy who averaged 1.1 yards per carry.
All you guys told me was we had something in Kalen Ballage.
He's still got an NFL contract with the Chargers.
Do you think Chris Brooks sucks, Lewis?
Yeah, I know.
I'm about to call out the homie Alex too for yesterday's take. He said that this O-line is going to be top 8 in the league next year with what we have right now. I'm calling out Alex on that one too.
I think this O-line takes a huge step forward.
So top 8.
Tuning out, guys. Good talk.
Why don't you have faith, Batman? You need to have faith. Seriously.
Faith in top 8?
Yes, you do.
You realize top 8 is how big of a step we got to jump,
elite.
Right?
That's elite.
Yeah,
that's
elite.
like 2 to 3 Pro Bowlers. Who on this line is worthy of a Pro Bowl?
He said Eichenberg.
No.
I never said Eichenberg. Batman, stop.
Austin Jackson, he said.
He never said that. What's up, Bruce?
I'd like to see Austin Jackson. I'd like to see Austin Jackson move inside.
Hey, who's Bruce Peen? What's up, Bruce?
What's good, Stephen D?
How are you, man?
Chilling, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. Welcome to the show. What do you want to add to this conversation, my guy?
Steven, you gotta calm down, man. Your blood pressure gonna get high.
I know, man. Rashad done got me all wild up today, man. He thought it was Wilding Out Wednesday or something, man.
This voice sounds familiar.
Oh, you know who I am. I talked to you before that, man. I know all your gentlemen on here. How y'all all doing? You know,
we
but
good,
Steven,
man. We good.
You definitely got to calm down, bro.
I'm trying, man.
Or I'm gonna get Alex after you, man.
Oh, hey, don't do that. I don't want that smoke. I do not want that smoke.
I'm gonna get Alex after you because you know Alex don't play with you.
I don't want that smoke, man.
I understand where Rashad was coming from with the thing, but that, like you said, future. Yeah, I'm talking about T-Mobile, Alex.
The future thing makes sense to me. Like I hear that.
Yeah,
my beef with Rashad and his argument is he's like, it doesn't matter if you trade Cedric Wilson or not because it just doesn't matter now. And I'm like, but it does.
Yeah. I mean, just like you said before,
unless you bring in a free agent.
The reason why they can't really do anything because we know that last year they tried to get rid of Cedric and they couldn't get rid of him. They even tried again in the beginning of the season and they just can't get rid of him. Nobody wanted him. As a matter of fact, they wanted to bring him back to Dallas, but Dallas didn't take him.
Because they didn't want to pay him what Miami paid him because it was a bad contract.
Yeah, that contract is horrible.
Chris Greer at his finest.
Horrible.
The thing about it is that you can't
make it triple S.
You can't put it all. There's some people out there that put that on Chris Greer. You can't. That's the whole thing. You cannot put that on Chris Greer.
I mean, you can't put it all on Chris Greer, but at the same time, I mean, it's just like what they did to Edmonds. Remember when Edmonds was on this team and they realized that he was no good, and what they do, they got rid of him, right? That's the problem with Chris Greer.
Ryan, I'm putting you on mute.
That's the problem with Chris Greer. He has a habit of BSing on certain things when it comes to trading and all this stuff. That he should have been got rid of this dude. When he realized he didn't work out, he gotta go. And they did it with Edmonds.
One of the things that I think is missing from this conversation is, we as fans can want the team to say, hey, look, we want them to move Connor over to guard, or we want them to bring in another offensive lineman for depth, or we want them to go trade for Jonathan Taylor. Here's some things that we have been told out of the GM's mouth themselves. Number one, okay, they have flat told us they are very happy and perfectly fine with the way the offensive line is currently constructed. So that gives
problem
me
number one.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just telling you what they've told us and what will probably happen.
It's called blind faith, Steve.
Yes, right. I get it. I understand it. I'm just saying I can sit here and hope and wishing and praying and hoping. Like I can do all that about the O-line, but if they're content with it, they're not going to address it. Here's the other thing.
Right.
We went through multiple people, mostly with the Dalvin Cook situation, how they feel about the running backs. The reality of the situation is they drafted Devon Achane, right?
Right.
And Devon Achane, I think they look at as the future of that room. And we can say that we want Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor would be this great addition. But they had all opportunity to bring in Dalvin. Now, mind you, Dalvin wanted more than what we were willing to offer, but Jonathan Martin is a hell of a lot more than Dalvin's going to be. And they already have told us that they like Achane. So
he's better than Dalvin Cook.
I agree with you.
Of course, Jonathan Taylor was also available for us to draft him.
Exactly. And we passed up on him.
And a lot younger than Dalvin Cook.
Let's be honest with ourselves. What makes us even remotely think that Chris Greer is going to pull the trigger for this trade?
Well, I don't think he is.
I don't think he is
I
either.
think he
I
is.
think I think it's a strong chance because he loves throwing draft capital away after the fact.
I think it is. I think it's very possible. Again,
You have
certain
to
things
Well,
make
that
no,
the
I've heard.
money work.
anything is possible. The point is, let me tell you
It's
something.
not about what people's opinion is though. When you
Oh
start
no,
hearing
that's
things,
not what I'm saying. You got to know the pedigree of Chris Greer. See, this is the thing people keep on forgetting. If you know his father, you should know him. He's very stubborn. He's always been that way. It's not going to change.
yeah,
He's
that's
stubborn.
fine. I mean that's fine. Basically, what you're telling me is nobody ever changes that.
No,
No.
what,
That's
no,
that-
no,
that-
no, no, no. We're not. No, no, no.
that-
That,
that's
I don't.
that's
I
false.
don't believe that's what he's saying, Lewis. I
Don't
believe
tell
he's saying
tell me that's not what he's saying. I just
that's
heard it
not
out
what
of
he's
his
saying.
mouth.
He is
No,
saying
that's not what I said. That's not what I'm
he
saying.
is
Don't
saying
put words in my mouth.
he
Listen
is
to what
saying
I'm
that
saying.
I'll let him explain, but what I am hearing is he has showed you who he is, and he has showed you as
Right. So
recently
then
as
he
last
can't
week
change
who he
because
was.
he already
No,
showed
that's
us
not what
who
I'm
he
So to
was.
saying.
think that he's
All right, let me
changed
ask you
between
something.
last
Lewis,
week and this
hold on,
week,
Steven,
yeah.
hold on. I got this.
It's two different players,
hold on.
Steven. Stop throwing
Steven.
what we didn't do with Dalvin last week compared to
No.
Jonathan Taylor
No, that's
now.
not what I'm talking about, Lewis. I'm not going on that. I'm going on years and years of his behavior patterns.
Right.
I'm not going on nothing that he did recently. I don't think Chris
Right.
Greer is a bad GM. I never thought
Okay.
that. But one thing about Chris Greer, if you followed his story and followed him and his pops,
Right.
he has a stubbornness about him. It doesn't make him
Right.
a bad
And so
person.
what you're
It doesn't make him a bad person.
I'm not telling you again, you're not listening. Don't sit
Okay.
here and tell me not to put words in your mouth. What you're telling me is that his track record has shown you. So what it has shown you, he can't change. Well, let me tell you
Let
something.
me ask you something. Lewis, has he changed?
Lewis?
No, listen.
The
Lewis,
man, what are you
Lewis,
talking about? He's talking about Steven.
Lewis,
The man is
Lewis,
talking
let me
about
ask you
track
something.
record.
Lewis, I'm not Lewis.
Man,
Lewis,
it's
first
crazy.
of
You
all-
can't even talk up here without people just cutting people
No,
off.
No.
Lewis,
Hear
he's
me
not.
out.
He's
No, but
telling-
Lewis, hear me out though. Lewis, I am too old to argue. I'm 56 years old, bro. I know my football. All right, that's number one. Number two, that's not what I'm saying to you. All right, anybody can change. That's a fact. I'm old as hell and I can change. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. If you follow his record,
Well, what the hell are you talking about then?
Because you listen.
You just interrupted him, Lewis.
That's what I'm saying. Are you freaking listening or are you just running your mouth? Because that's cap.
Well, all I know, when I'm running my mouth, you were cutting me off too.
You know,
I love it.
cap.
It's Wild Out Wednesday.
What I'm saying to you is, now hear me out, Lewis. For all the
I've
years
already
that
heard
you've
you.
been
What
following
his
this
track
kid,
record
no,
has
hear
shown.
me out.
Are you going to say it again?
Though, hear me out, though. As long as you've been seeing Chris Greer do business, right?
Right.
Have you ever seen him change from his normal routine? Like he doesn't like hiring running backs.
Yes.
We've seen this, right?
Yeah, we've seen him change.
Right. We've seen him with the offensive line. He still hasn't changed from that. Right? And these are pivotal positions.
But we have seen him change. We have seen him change. We have seen him change because the narrative that Chris Greer was not going to take a running back early, and I told everybody he will, he did.
Oh, no. But guess what? Look, you talk about in the draft. I'm talking about he has never traded for a
Color, turn your camera off. Ain't no sunny days here. Color, turn it off.
All right, but let me ask you. This is Bruce, right? Bruce, let me ask you a question.
Anyway? Like, what does that matter? I still don't understand the point.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce, because exactly to Lewis's point. When did Chris Greer, prior to Tyreek, trade for a superstar receiver? Until he did,
exactly.
Right?
Like,
until he did.
Let me answer.
Okay.
I got this, Bruce. I got this, Bruce. He did when Mike McDaniel walked into his office and said, "Go get me a star-studded superstar wide receiver."
No, that's not what happened.
And he went and got Cedric Wilson.
And
he went and got Cedric Wilson.
Exactly. That's what happened. What happened was Greer went to McDaniel and said, "Hey, Tyreek is available. Are you interested?" And Mike McDaniel, well, if he's available, go and get him. That's what happened.
Hey, Steven,
that's after he had two coaches that had zero interest in having these top-tier big name stars on his rosters. As soon as he gets a coach who wants them, he goes gets them for that coach.
Okay, so do you think that if Chris Greer walks into McDaniel's office right now and tells him, "Hey, Jonathan Taylor's on the phone and he wants to be a Miami Dolphins," do you want a McDaniel? What do you think McDaniel's going to tell Chris Greer?
Hell yes.
No,
Yeah, but
I
he
don't.
also
I
wanted
don't
I
know
think
what
he likes
McDaniel's going to say because
A-Chain. I think he likes A-Chain.
McDaniel
You
likes
don't lost your
A-Chain, but
mind,
McDaniel
Steven.
also likes
You don't lost
Mostert
your mind, Steven.
and Wilson, and he
If you
likes the
believe
committee.
that, then you must
So
believe
you
Mike
mean pass
McDaniel
upon
is a
Jonathan
complete
Taylor?
idiot, dude.
No,
If
I'm
you
just
believe
telling
that.
you. I just think.
Like
I think.
McDaniel seems to like the running back by committee thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Okay, he
McDaniel,
may
I don't
like
like
know if
that.
Cedric.
they
Okay,
want
wait.
to.
Can we
I'm
discriminate
sure.
between
Hang
liking
on.
something and being a
sure.
complete idiot?
I'm sure McDaniel. I'm
I've been
sure
staying
McDaniel
quiet.
loved. I'm sure
I've been
McDaniel loved
staying
when we got
quiet.
Wilson, but when Tyreek became available, he said, "Go get him." So
I've
the
been
same
staying quiet
scenario.
through
It's a
all
He
this.
might
different
like the
position
running
too.
back room. He might like A-Chain. He might love Mostert.
I've been
But if
staying
if
quiet.
I
Jonathan
mean, I'm
Taylor's
a huge
available, he's
fan of
gonna
Now I
French
want to
fries
talk.
with a lot of salt, but if you're going to give me some lemon pepper to toss in them, I'm going to take the lemon pepper too.
Color, what are you
Hold on.
talking about?
I want to
What
say
an
this
analogy.
right now.
Color.
Color. They already put
You
salt
want to
on
know?
it.
You want to know why
Keep your
A-Chain was
salty ass French
drafted?
fries out of here, okay?
Do you want to know why A-Chain was drafted?
because he was the best player available, and
drafted?
McDaniel wanted him. He's
Give
the
me
best
some
player
lemon pepper
available.
with the
Hold on,
salty
I'm
fries,
an analogy
please.
maker.
Hold on,
That's what I
hold
do.
It was a horrible analogy. Look, it was
God
horrible.
dang, man.
I
Hey,
like that about you.
hold on.
Oh, Alex is trying to talk, guys. We're getting Alex
All right,
upset.
go
Let's
ahead,
go.
Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Please.
Alex is the one that started this melee.
Alex is the one that said that we're gonna have. Alex is the one that said.
B-Show came in, dropped an atomic bomb, and then left. B-Show just wants to watch the world burn. That's all
Alex
it
is
is.
the one that said we were gonna have a
B-Show, I
top
love you,
8
brother.
offensive line. Let's not forget.
Batman,
Alex is the one that
And you
said
know
we were
what?
gonna have a
Here's the
top 8
thing.
offensive
If
line.
we have a top 10 offensive line, I want you owe me $50. How's that?
Bro,
See,
Alex.
this whole thing
Hold
could
on.
have stopped
Oh my
if
God.
Color would have answered Alex first. This whole thing would have
Hold
stopped.
on. First of all, I'm going to get to my point. First of all, Batman, if we have a top 10 offensive line, I want you to lie. I want you to admit on live telecast, Alex, you were right. So
Oh wait, what if I win?
If you win, you get nothing because you'll.
But he said you don't get nothing, bro.
You get nothing, and you like it.
That's the worst.
You just have to eat it.
But here's the thing: Devon A-Chain was drafted because McDaniel wanted A-Chain,
and he was the best player available. And he was the best player available.
Jameer Gibbs was.
He said your prize is salty fries. That's
now
what
I know why. Now I know why Alex ain't a betting man, because nobody will take his bets, bro.
Alex, I don't know if you know this, but how bets work is you give up something if you lose and you win something.
I know
if you
what
win.
a bet is.
I
Steven.
hear you, but you just said that you don't get nothing if you win. And that's not how bets work.
Because he gets a trophy every 5 minutes, so therefore that's a bet.
Yo, Steven.
Does he get a blue ribbon of participation?
No, Alex, on your earlier.
Hold on.
Hold on, real quick. You sparked a melee about Chris Greer, and I just wanted to backpedal a second and let you know that he may have made a bad decision about, and that's not to you. It was to actually make an easier point than just going and making it about whether Chris Greer is a good GM or not. We could have just said, look, there was no indication that Cedric wasn't going to produce what we expected him to produce. At the time, the contract was actually pretty good. It has become a bad contract. To say it's a bad contract wasn't intention. The intention wasn't to say that was a mistake by Greer. Both can be true. Like, it could be a bad contract and it could have been a good thing to do at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree. I agree with that.
That's true.
I agree with that. And
I respond to that by citing Josh Rosen.
I also agree.
But there was a reason for Josh Rosen, and we all know it was $10 million to make sure we didn't win nothing. It was $10 million to make sure we didn't win nothing.
But how did you know that Josh?
We knew.
No, you did not know.
We knew. We saw what he could do already. He was trash, and then we were proven right.
He was trash because the Arizona Cardinals were trash.
No,
right,
so were we apparently, right?
All right, we're gonna make a bet here on
Tampa when he
Stephen
went
D's
to there,
channel.
couldn't get
believe
off
I'm
the
saying
practice
this
squad.
We're gonna
right
make
now
a bet.
wait,
We're gonna make a bet on Stephen D's channel. Here it is, Alex. If you're
I
wrong,
cannot
if
believe
you're
Pete
wrong,
adopt Alex?
if you're
Did I
wrong,
miss
we
something?
donate. We
Christ.
donate. We gotta donate to the channel. We're gonna donate.
Jesus Christ, bro.
We're gonna donate to the channel, Alex. If you're wrong, we gotta donate. Let's say we'll do $20 to the channel, right? Win or lose, depending on who wins, whatever. If you lose, we gotta donate to the channel, Alex. That's the compensation for making the bet here on Stephen D's Clock Blockers.
And make
And
sure
then
Chef
Alex,
Jew writes it down.
if you lose the bet, you gotta walk around for a whole week with a Jets logo as your avatar on every platform you go on.
Oh man,
I am not doing that. I will refuse to put a Jets thing on my avatar.
If you win, I'll give you $50.
You got me messed up. If you ever think I'm going to rock a Jets thing, you got me messed up if I'm ever going to wear a Jets thing on my logo.
Ever.
I will send a video. I will send a video of burning a Jets jersey. Okay,
Batman.
But
you
here's
got me
the
messed
Josh
up.
Rosen. I cannot believe what I'm going to say.
I'm aware.
I cannot believe
thing on
what
my
I'm going to
logo.
say. But I think Pete one time said Josh Rosen was never given a fair shot.
says
this. Yeah, I was wondering when did the adoption go through, Alex? I didn't realize Pete adopted you, bro.
What are you talking about? Wait, what?
You just taped up pretty hard for Josh Rosen, bro.
You had to do him like that.
I was one of the few people that thought that Josh Rosen was not given a fair shot.
Well, I'm one of them too, but I still don't think he would have done anything with that shot.
Somebody get Alex out of here, bro. Time him out, bro. Somebody get Alex out of here, bro.
Alex is a trip.
Alex.
That Dolphins team was crashed when he came on there.
Alex,
oh God, no,
I love you, man. Just know I love you.
Josh Rosen at all people. God.
But that's besides the point. Whatever.
Is it though?
Not really.
That's my opinion. That he wasn't given a fair shot. But you know what? It is what it is. I cannot fault.
But is it
I cannot fault. No
Josh Rosen was a bad, Josh Rosen was a bad draft pick for Arizona. He was a bad trade for Miami, and he proved it. And he was a bad acquisition for everywhere he went after that.
Rosen wasn't good enough to play in the XFL or the USFL.
He was just
somebody time him out, Alex. Somebody time him out, Alex, please. Somebody time him out.
So I'm gonna.
Hey, Steve D, what's the subject?
Bad take Alex, Mr. Poggers. Bad take Alex.
We're trying to figure out when Alex got adopted by Pete because he's caping up for Josh Rosen pretty hard, man.
I can't believe he even said that.
Stop it. I'm not. Stop it, Color. I'm not doing that. I love
it.
Well, I mean, we all go pretty hard at Pete about Josh Rosen. It's just amazing that nobody said anything so far about that.
Hey, Alex, you should change your name to Alex from Cap Mafia.
Cap Mafia. I like it. I like
it. Hey, Batman, you got my message, right?
I'm going to talk. I'm going to sit here.
I definitely have something to say.
Again, Alex, as I told you yesterday, as I told you last night, Alex, my problem is not with you. It's with the double standard. Every time it rears its head, I'm going to call it out.
What's up, Miss Pam? Miss
Pam. Miss Pam.
How are you,
Miss Pam?
Miss Pam.
Miss Pam used to come up. Miss Pam don't love me no more. She used to come on my show all the time. She don't love me no more.
I knew you was gonna say that, Stephen. That ain't even true, man.
You don't love me no more, Miss Pam.
I do love you.
Beautiful face.
Oh, thank you.
Miss Pam, how are you? I miss you. How you been?
Miss Pam, did you hear the comments by Ryan Clark?
Here we go.
Alex, shush! I'm trying to talk to Miss Pam. Hello,
hey, Miss Pam. Hey, Miss Pam.
Hey, guys.
Over there, Alex. Shush.
Oh my goodness. So, Stephen, totally love you. Anybody will tell you I haven't been out in and about as much as I used to for lots of reasons, lots of crap going on. But anyway,
everything is okay, Miss Pamela. We're here for you.
Thank you. I'm handling my business. I handle it.
Say it again.
I'm working on it.
I'm
handling my business. Yes, I am.
Manalo says this show's on a 3-year tape delay.
Well, I will see you and anybody else that's going to the fan weekend. I'll be there. We're all set up, ready to roll.
That's starting to look like the first game I'm probably going to be able to make it to this year. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the first couple of games because I'll be moving. So,
well, you're usually at the fan weekend, so I was counting on seeing you there.
I'll be there at fan weekend. There's no doubt about it. And then the following week is Philadelphia, and Ryan and I will be at Philadelphia. Although I put Ryan in the back for you because Ryan was making way too much noise. So I say get in the back for Pam, Ryan. But anyways.
Thanks, Ryan. Oh my goodness!
What I would like to know, Ms. Pam, what are your thoughts on the Miami Dolphins right now?
I'm excited as I can be. I see so many good things. I know we were talking about the offensive line. You know that they see it as good as it is now. I just I think that they're thinking about some of the guys that we have, injured, being able to contribute. Of course, that's still up in the air. And we've got other guys like A-Chain getting injured. I mean,
He'll be back by week 1, though. He'll be back by week 1.
I think so too. That's the way it looked when I was looking at the injury reports. That's what it seemed to me.
Jonathan Taylor.
He'll be a backup behind Jonathan Taylor, Lewis said.
It's happening. I don't know why everybody. What are we doing today? We started talking, and I'm sorry, Miss Pam, but damn it, this is Wildin' Out Wednesday. We started off killing Chris Greer. We're talking about damn centers. We're talking about A-Chain's injury. We're talking about Josh Rosen. We got a big-time running back available, and you guys want to sit here and talk about nonsense. What the hell is going on here?
Well,
when I look at our running back room,
we're Dolphins fans, and we just talk about craziness. But go ahead, Miss Pam. I apologize.
You guys are weird, is what you're all.
The wildest take is
Pam,
talking
everybody
about
up here
Taylor,
sucks.
man. Yo, Jonathan Taylor's the wildest
Oh
take.
my
you can
God,
have
is this Manny? You know what?
You know it.
Never mind.
You know it. Bro, that's the most wild thing, bro. We're not trying to, vote.
Lewis left the chat. He said,
The flake is here. The flake.
Why is Manny a flake now? I didn't know
because he's the one that told me last night he was flaking.
Oh, you were flaking. What were you flaking on, Manny? Let me know.
Yeah, this dude is wild.
Bro, apparently I'm flaking because I only show my face around football season.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Hey, Manny, let me ask you a question. You have a job?
I have a job.
You have a family?
I just started my family. I added
tell Lewis to mind his damn business. Say, mind your damn business.
Tell him, Manny. Tell him, Manny. Tell him.
Hey, you know what? You get one damn.
Hey, you know what?
You get a free damn, Manny. Go ahead, tell him.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Batman? Can you go on camera again, Batman? Batman got a family and a damn job too, but he's here every damn day. What the hell are we talking about here?
So hear me out. What y'all I think got similar jobs. Y'all drive, right?
Yeah.
Y'all drive?
Yeah, y'all sit on y'all's butts all day and just drive.
No.
Man, got a real job. He works
Steven, that's not what I'm saying, Steve. Steve, what I'm saying is while they work, they could be on their phone.
I'm saying if that
man put your cape on,
a mailman, he don't do nothing.
I can't be on my phone while I'm at work.
Lewis delivers CBD and all that other stuff.
It's okay. I'm not
the real stuff, Steven. Don't put
I'm not talking bad about their job. What I'm saying is that while they work, they could be on the phone like most of the truck drivers that be on these shows. Right. All these truck drivers be driving and on their phone at the same time. That's why there's so much.
Hey, Manny, you don't have to explain yourself. Just tell Lewis to mind his business. That
it's wilding out, bro.
Important things to do instead of arguing with Dolphin fans 365
Steven already told everybody how he was feeling about me this morning. Don't worry, Steven. We're going to handle it. We're going to handle it.
You know what? For the rest of the day, I'm not agreeing with nothing Lewis says. I don't care. I'm against it. I don't care. I'm taking the other side. I'm taking the other side.
I love you too, Steven.
No, I hate you.
So, Steven, that means you're not for Jonathan Taylor?
Spread hate and discontent.
That's your boy, man. Don't do that.
Listen,
hey, we gotta get a video of Tua just saying, "JT, come home." We need a video, man. Make it happen, Chris.
Why? Nobody wants JT, bro. We're good.
Whoa. Nobody wants JT.
I don't know about that.
Not for what it's going to require to get him.
Man, do what you got to do.
No, bro. So pay him $100 million.
Well,
you don't do what you got to do, bro. That's the craziest thing you can say is do whatever it takes. You don't do whatever it takes.
I will tell you this. Give me your saying real quick. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
That's cap. I said it for you, Lewis.
Especially for the value of running back. If we give everything for a running back and it doesn't work out, that will be the worst move Chris Greer can make, because running backs are not valuable. And if he values them so much that he goes and he gives out everything, first round, second round, draft picks, not draft picks, Christian Wilkins, everything that people are talking about, it's going to look really bad if it doesn't work out. You know what I mean? You don't go all in with a running back.
One big question.
Go ahead.
Is Jonathan Taylor a talented running back, different than most of the running backs that is in the league? He's got to at least be top 5. Am I correct?
Yeah, he's
so
top 5.
Why wouldn't you go out your way to get the top 5 guy?
Because the position isn't valued for what he's valuing himself. The same reason why we didn't get Dalvin Cook. It's the same reason why we didn't get Dalvin Cook.
Let me say this, Manny. Let me land it with this one.
$20 million. They're not paying them $20 million.
Rashad.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna pay him $100 million.
Manny, let me
give him the whole salary cap.
Manny, listen to this. Shout out to the homie Neil. Shout out to the homie Neil Driscoll. He put something yesterday in perspective for all of us to just put in our perspective as Dolphin fans. Dan Marino were able to put Dan Marino in the late 90s with a good run game, right?
Yes,
when we got Ricky Williams, unfortunately we paired him up with Jay Fiedler. Now we're talking about a Tua. We're pairing a Tua. We're pairing Tua with an elite running back, something that we've dreamed of in this fan base. The two together, along with the string of receivers you have, with a young defense, with the Fangio-led defense. Manny, we're talking a Super Bowl, Manny.
Okay, hear me out, Batman. Hear me out, Batman. You're talking about pairing them up with a great running back. Did Kansas City not win with Damian Williams? Did the Eagles not win with Jay Ajayi?
They got Patrick freaking Mahomes.
But he's talking about Dan Marino. We had freaking Dan Marino.
And Jalen Hurts.
We had Dan Marino.
Yeah, but man, you're comparing.
Oh, sorry, not Jalen Hurts.
To Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts.
No. I'm talking to Batman because Batman mentioned that we never gave Dan Marino a running game or a star running back. It's not needed. It's not needed, bro. That's why it's not if it was if running backs were so valuable, they would be valued. We would be paying them all the money they want. But look, you still got Hunt is out there on the market. Josh Jacobs, they don't even know what they want to do with Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? What's his name from Cincinnati took what, $3 million, $4 million? Just
Joe Mixon is not even 1/10 of the player that's out of the table.
Let me tell you how bad it was for Dan Marino. Okay, this is how bad it was for Dan Marino. All right, so just so y'all see, he couldn't even get.
I'm sorry. After careful consideration, I must respectfully decline.
I can't stand retirement. Come on, just let me win one Super Bowl.
In exchange for eternal damnation of your soul, you're much too nice a guy for me to want to do that to you, Mr. Marino.
You did it for Namath.
Yeah, but Joe was coming.
This sucks. I'll just go to the Super Bowl as an announcer, and I'll win myself an Emmy.
That's the spirit.
That's so good. That's so good.
It's such a good scene.
But if I could just finish giving my take here. If I could just finish giving my take.
Bye, Manny. He gone for 10. Triple S got him out of here.
If I could just finish giving my take,
thank
Steven.
the gods I don't believe in, man.
Let Pamela talk.
Whoever just did that, thank you.
Hey, that was Triple S Podcast who got Manny out for 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. Why is it every time Manny comes around, I got to come up here and correct a bunch of wrong think, bro?
All right,
why is that?
Let Miss Pam go. Go ahead, Miss Pam. I'm sorry.
Okay, so as far as our running back room goes, I think we have a great running back room. Is there anybody that's like a one-horse carry guy? Maybe not. But what I have seen is an improvement with Brooks. I'm in there. I like Brooks a lot. And I know some people are like, no, he's not going to make the team. I'm thinking he does. I'm going to use the word I bet. I bet he does. I'll never put up a Jet logo either. I'd pay money before I do that. But I like this team.
Let me ask you, Pam, if the Dolphins get Jonathan Taylor, does Christopher Brooks still make this team?
Well, probably not. But is it Brooks or is it Wilson Jr.?
You know what's funny to me? Can I just throw this little caveat out there? Everybody loves Chris Brooks. We do realize that he's running against people that will be bagging groceries at your nearest Publix next week. Like, what are we talking about
And
here?
there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, Louis.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's just so everybody who bags at Publix, there's nothing wrong with that. But for him,
the man is
there's something definitely wrong.
He's running against Home Depot workers, Walmart workers, UPS drivers.
Bro, that was
like,
my job before. What are you saying,
Listen,
Louis? That's my job before, Louis. What are you trying to tell me?
There's a whole lot of talented athletes working in other areas other than professional ball because there is a small arena for people with super talent, and I don't honestly believe that every person that makes an NFL team is the top talent in that arena. There's a lot of people bagging groceries that are amazing.
I'm offended, Louis. I'm offended,
Louis. Do you
Louis.
know how it sounds, Miss Pam? Do you know how it sounds that we shouldn't go get trade for Jonathan Taylor because we have Chris Brooks in the running back room?
No, I did not say that. I did not say that because there's way more.
I'm not saying
there's way more to the Taylor thing than just Brooks.
But what, bro? There's nobody in the running back room as a collective is not as good as Jonathan Taylor. What are we talking about here?
I don't think I agree with
Can
that.
I get in on this? Can I get in on this?
Hey, Rashad.
Rashad, enter at your own will. But realize I'm on your butt today. Okay, I'm on it.
We're talking about what running back won't make the team and this and that. Y'all do understand Jonathan Taylor does every single thing that every single one of these running backs do in this damn room. Like not.
I got one even better, Rashad.
About one, he does everything. We have a power back in him, a speed back, a blocking back, a receiving back.
An MVP type back, an MVP type back too.
And he's young. What are we saying right now?
And he's young.
Hey, listen to me. Look,
the second,
look,
this is third youngest. If
Miss
he was in the
Pam,
room.
think
Can
about
I
it like
point
this.
out a
Think
couple
about it
things, Stephen D?
think
And I
about
got
it like this,
I got a
Miss
question
Pam.
for the
Think about it
panel
like-
that still hasn't
hang
been
on,
asked.
fella, hang on. Think about it like this, Miss Pam. Acquiring Jonathan Taylor at this point compared to when we drafted Ricky. Again, no shade to Ricky. He's the reason why I started watching football, right? In my opinion, you can argue that Jonathan Taylor, at the time of the acquisition of Ricky, Jonathan Taylor was a better player. He's a better player. And that's a scary thing for me.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna agree with that because if Ricky had an offensive line and receivers around him, I'm afraid of what Ricky would have been capable of. A comparable quarterback. Like,
what are you talking about? The year Ricky ran for 1,800 yards. The
I
offensive
said
line was
what
really
I said. I don't give a damn about Jay Feely. Get the fuck out of here.
If Ricky had Tua, he would have three Super Bowls. If Ricky Williams had Tua, we'd have 3 Super Bowls.
I'm not going to deny that. I tell you, yeah, I can agree with that.
Along with the rest of this loaded team, you put a good running back on a team with these wide receivers, and the way this team is going to cook on offense, I think any top 20 running back is going to be successful on this team.
Can I point out a couple things, Stephen D?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, so I'm just looking over the comparison because I hear this a lot, and I'm not saying one is better than the other. Anybody here has taken a certain side on this particular question, but I hear a lot about, running back by committee as opposed to solid, 3-down back or whatever, bell cow, if you will. And I just want to point out that I was just crunching some numbers real quick. And between if you look at the committee, we'll call it Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. Raheem Mostert's been in the league 7 years. Jeff Wilson has been in the league 5. Okay? Between the two of them in their entire career. Okay, I'm sorry. Raheem Mostert has 112 first downs in his career. Jeff Wilson has 158 in his career. Jonathan Taylor had 107 first downs in one season.
Wow.
Okay.
Behind
on how many
hold on.
How many opportunities?
Totaling 215 first downs in his 3-year career. Okay. So now let's move to touchdowns. Okay. Between the two of them in their career, both of them combined, Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert. I'm going to last season. I'm sorry, not their career. Last season, touchdowns. Okay, but combined, Wilson and Mostert had 31 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor has 33 in 3 years. But hold on. What I was going to say was I'm sorry. Let me back up a second. 18 rushing touchdowns in his career, plus for Jeff Wilson, 14 in his career for Raheem Mostert, totals 31 touchdowns across 7 years between two running backs. Jonathan Taylor has 33 touchdowns in 3 seasons by himself.
Color, I have to call you out on those stats. Because
wait. Before you call me out on the stat, you can't call me out on the stats. Okay, I'm just presenting them.
Yes, I can, and I can tell you why.
Well, what are you calling me out for? Are you saying I'm a liar? Are you calling me a liar? Are you saying that I'm reading something I'm not reading? I'm not letting anybody get away with this anymore.
Listen.
No, I wasn't finished. First of all, I wasn't finished.
My gosh.
First of all, I wasn't finished.
Nobody here thinks I called you a liar. You're the only one twisting that crap, Color. Don't twist what I said.
If you're not going to let me finish, then what did I even start for? Y'all can just say whatever the hell you want to me, okay? And interrupt me anytime you want. And then you get upset when I get like this. And then you get upset when I get like this.
Because you're being a victim.
Are you going to let me finish now, ma'am?
It's called a conversation.
Ma'am, are you going to let me finish now?
Pam, let him go. Just let him finish.
Oh my gosh.
Let him finish, Pam, and then I'm gonna let you go. But you
are we all adults here, or is there special adults here?
There's only one of us screaming here. Only one.
Special. I'm very special.
You are, Steven.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Am I less of an adult because I'm yelling now?
I never said that.
I think that's losing control of.
I've lost control, Pam. I'm sorry. According to you, I've lost control. How about when somebody interrupts somebody and then doesn't let them finish? Is that losing control?
It's Wild Out Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. That's what somebody says when they know they're wrong. So apologize and be done with it. Or don't.
That's ridiculous.
I don't care. But I'm going to finish what I was saying.
This is ridiculous.
Miss Pam, let him go. Let him finish, Miss Pam.
I'm trying. He won't stop.
Go, Color.
I just want to prove to Manny that I'm not just sitting down.
Calling me out for the stats. That's laughable, first of all.
Yeah, especially if you don't let me finish. Why?
Just let him go.
There is absolutely no reason to call me out for the stats that I didn't create, other than to say that I'm lying about what I'm reading to you people.
No one thinks I said you were lying. No one.
What other reason is there to call me out for something I didn't create?
You would know if you let me finish telling you why.
Well, maybe
this is a ridiculous
maybe nobody gives a shit.
What? Color, calm down now.
Whoa.
Maybe not you.
Wow. Color, calm down.
Whoa. I care about everybody, what everybody has to say.
Except Manny.
No, not even Manny.
Calm down.
Manny. Even Alex.
All right. Color, are you going to finish or can Pamela go?
So the question I have.
Okay, you're gonna go. Go ahead.
Since this guy is a superstar, obviously, the money that we would pay him, that everybody's concerned about our future and giving this guy too much money and jeopardizing our future. Okay, y'all said it earlier, $11 million left in our cap, right? If we don't go get Jonathan Taylor, how is that $11 million going to pay for all these guys anyway?
It's not.
Get him going.
All right, Miss Pamela, your turn. Go ahead.
The stats have to be shown with number of opportunity. So if one guy gets 100 opportunities and the other two guys split 50 opportunities, those stats are not telling you the whole story. And if that's calling you a liar color, okay. I cannot believe how someone can go from 0 to 100 when all I said was, I'm calling you out on the stat, and I had a reason because we needed one more stat of information to analyze
which is
it.
still irrelevant in the first place because both of them combined have more carries, more opportunities by far than Jonathan Taylor.
So you couldn't just say that, and you have to say that I'm irrelevant. There's nothing irrelevant.
Well, don't tell me you're calling me out for something.
She was merely calling you out to ask for
maybe I would have pointed that out if I'd have been allowed to finish.
You are playing semantics because you don't like the words I use. That's ridiculous.
Maybe if you wouldn't have interrupted me, I would have said what you said had I had the chance to finish.
I don't know why you have to scream.
Because you don't open your ears. And that's the only way in.
Hey, Pamela, do you have opening of ears? Do you have open, like, do they open? Are there holes in your ears?
I mean, you did just kind of.
Pam, do you have ears?
Is that Great One DeVore?
That is Great One DeVore. He came on and saw the world burn on my channel, which is very rare. And
it's a wonderful day in your neighborhood.
It's a wonderful day in
Great One, what's good, homie?
Would you be mine?
It's lunchtime. Did anybody eat lunch yet?
Nah, we're still on breakfast.
Oh, shoot.
Miss Pam, you good, Miss Pam? Are we good?
I'm good.
I need to make sure Miss Pam is good.
I just want to make sure I love everybody. I love everybody.
I mean, do I love everybody? Yes, I love everybody. It's Mr. Spread Kindness, Positivity, and Love.
Except Lewis, I thought you said you don't love
chaos
Lewis.
Today.
You're an instigator, Stephen.
I thought you don't love
Somebody time out Manny again. Somebody time him out, please.
Cruz, hey, don't worry. If Cruz is still in the chat, he'll time you out for the whole day. Cruz, drop the 50, bro. Hey, Cruz, drop the 50 for me, bro. Get me out all day.
Let me, Miss Pamela, when you are ready to come back, you let me know because I will give you the floor. Great One DeVore, what's up, my guy? What's up?
Hey, I just came to pop in for a brief second, say what's up to you, Steven, man. We still gotta link up. You in the Maryland area, we ain't even link up yet, man. I feel a type of way about that.
It was chaos here for a second, DeVore.
I came in at the wrong time.
Did you? But did you?
Hey,
DeVore,
food cheers up everybody.
Hey,
so
man.
I can bring wings to the table.
No, he didn't.
I got a question. What jersey number is Taylor gonna wear? That's what we gotta be asking. That's the real question.
Yo, no one's gonna get Taylor, bro. Y'all are. I mean, it's probably not Wednesday, so that's a wild take. Oh my God, is what you say when you're wrong. It's what you say when you're wrong. So apologize
be
now.
in 20 or 30s. That's what number Taylor get. Got to be in 20s or 30s.
The number he's getting is number one.
Lewis.
Change his number to number one.
Lewis.
What, Steven?
Yeah, what? See, you know what? Now that all this animosity and hostility are on here, I got something to say to you, Lewis.
Oh, God. Here we go.
What's that, Steven? Go ahead. Get it off your chest. What's going on?
You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to let it build
up. No, Steven, say it with your chest.
No, Great One DeVore here. I don't want to let my man go. Great One DeVore is here.
Lewis
Hey,
is about to give you that
don't let
smoke.
me interrupt what y'all got going on. I'm gonna get in where I fit in. That's
Miss
it.
Pam left color. You come on now, color. You
Hey,
Miss Pam
look.
is awesome.
Hey, Steve.
I know she's awesome, bro.
But you just color.
But ain't nobody talking about Lewis losing control.
I will. It just seems different though when Lewis loses it versus you.
Yeah,
There's
Lewis
a
is
little
hilarious
bit of
when
a
he loses
difference.
control.
Hey,
I fail to see the difference. I really
I
do.
bet you
Do I lose control?
Yeah,
Nah.
you do.
Lewis, get
Nah.
on camera real quick.
You
Lewis,
do.
you know. Now
Do I
you know.
lose
You all
Lewis.
see a difference because you all see a difference. I don't, because we're all adults here.
Well, with that
Hey,
doesn't mean
Steven,
that doesn't
Steven,
mean
get
that
Miss Pam, get Miss Pam back here. She can have my spot. Go get Miss Pam back.
I don't know where
She can have my
Miss
spot.
she's not back. She left.
Somebody gonna call me out for the stats. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna send her a text. I'm gonna send her a text. I'm gonna send her a
Let
text.
her in the future. Just let her. Like I don't
let her finish. Like I was allowed to finish. Is that what you mean, Stephen D?
Yeah, but you got to use
It
your
wouldn't have
words
even
and
been
not
an
and not
issue.
yell.
It would not have even been an issue if I was allowed to finish.
But you don't got to yell.
I thought you were
Talk about being a dog.
done kind of making your point.
Everybody, 1 second. Everybody, 1 second. 1 fucking second. Okay.
Where, Jar?
Color. Sorry. You didn't let her call you out on the stats. That's the crazy. She got
Bro,
to call you out.
there was
on the
no
stats
reason to call me out, Rashad.
She gave you her reason.
Oh man,
I wasn't finished yet. That reason would not have existed.
We thought you were finished. You were wrapping up your thought.
No. Because she let you finish and you did not equate.
I said I told you all when I started I had a question. Did you hear a question out of my mouth?
Hey, Steven, I texted.
Then how was I
texted-
finished? What signal gave you the clue I was finished when I told you all I had a question for the panel?
Steven, I texted Miss Pam and I told her she could have my spot to come back. That we want her back. I texted her she could to come back. I texted her.
Tell her don't.
Usually that signal would be a question mark.
Oh man,
guys, look at level 2 noob's tweet.
Fucking come at me with semantics, man.
Jar, come on, color. Level 2 noob killed it with the tweet. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I feel like a song right about now.
He did work, level 2 noob. That's good. I like it.
Y'all also fail to take into account the built-up animosity when I get accused of that all day long, every day, when I'm sitting here in silence.
Ooh.
You weren't silent this time, though, color. To be fair,
right in the middle of freaking giving a point that you allowed me the floor to have, and when somebody interrupts me, it's perfectly okay.
I didn't think she interrupted you. We all thought you were
It's
done.
not just her, Stephen D. It's not just her, bro. It's not just her.
So can I jump in real quick?
You
Because
took it out on her. You took it out on her. Though.
Well, that happens.
Right
I had
before I was
enough.
timed out.
It
Right
was
before I
her
was timed
first
out.
time back in a year on my show, and you went off on her, color.
Steven, hold on. Before I was timed
She
out.
went off on me, bro. You're going to tell me I'm in the middle of saying something and you're going to stop my discussion to call me out for something that I didn't even create.
But so Steven, please let me go real quick. Because Color, before I was timed out,
Money paid your swear jar.
Color said that he has to correct me all the time. So correct me. You haven't corrected me yet, but you was talking a lot, saying that you're gonna correct me.
I correct you all the time.
So go ahead, correct me. I don't know what you corrected
I
me
forgot
on.
what you said. It was so irrelevant. I forgot what you said earlier.
Irrelevant, like what you were talking about until you flipped out on Pam.
Yeah, okay, put it on me, bro. I'm the big evil guy in the community now because I flipped out on Pam. Go ahead, dude. Put it on me.
I want you to just stand on what you said.
Put it on me, Manny. Put it on me, Manny. Go tell the world.
You over here just talking all this trash, talking about correcting people, and you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right. When I remember something that was relevant enough to correct out of you,
all right, color Triple S podcast put you out for 10 minutes. He said someone got to do it. Color, take 10. It's spark a split, brother.
So before I was rudely interrupted by Triple S last time, let me get back to it, man. We're so good.
Oh, Triple S coming for people today. You better watch out.
I know, but let me get back to where I was, bro. Because we're so good this year, man. Everybody's all worried about running backs, and honestly, man, that's not something that we need to be worried about. Like, yeah, it would be nice to have, a star running back, but it would be nice to have a star offensive line, a star linebacker, a star everything. But, it doesn't work like that in the NFL. You can't just have a star everything. We already have star wide receivers, 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? We have star cornerbacks, star linemen, star safeties. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just want to go out and get star everything, and it doesn't work like that in the NFL.
We got a QB too. We got a QB too, Manny.
No,
yeah,
who says a
y'all already
QB?
know that's how I feel. But if I say that, I might get kicked for real again for the rest of the month.
Now, as much as we were going against color, I want Imperium Gaming did have colors back and say color is right though. Y'all constantly cut them off on every stream. It was the straw.
Yeah,
that
but
broke the camel's
Imperium,
back.
but sometimes he be rambling
I just
on.
want to be fair to both sides. I just want to be fair to both sides.
Hold on.
I blame Lewis for all this.
I blame Lewis too. It's definitely Lewis's fault. It's definitely Lewis's fault.
I hope you're listening to this. Color, I will defend anybody in this panel because I consider everybody a friend of mine. But for you to go at Miss Pam like that, you were totally in the wrong.
Wait till Color's back before
Okay,
you call him out.
I'll wait till Color comes back.
Color's back
because I
before
will
you call him out.
here.
So I kind of want to see what DeVore
Y'all
thinks.
some goddamn haters.
DeVore, what do you think about Jonathan Taylor? You think it's something we gotta go and
nobody defended Miss Pam on here. I cannot believe that a woman on here.
I came late. I came late.
Listen, I understand. I
Nobody came to her
understand.
defense.
I understand where Cutler's coming from as far as like he gets cut off.
It doesn't matter what colors come
Hold on, hang on.
everybody gets cut off, Batman. Batman, everybody gets cut off, but nobody acts
like that. I'm sorry.
No one acts like that.
I get it. I'm trying to get both sides of the story. I understand Color gets cut off not only here but everywhere, right? Problem with the thing is Color has a loud mic, right? And he's loud. He hears and he can't hear some of us.
I love
Color. Now Color gets cut off a lot. I'm not gonna deny it. But
Everybody does.
I agree with Alex. I mean, Ms. Pamela.
I respect Color, but he was in the
I
wrong.
know. If it was anybody else,
That rubbed me the wrong way. That rubbed me the wrong way. I'll be honest. That rubbed me the wrong way.
Pam Color.
That rubbed me the wrong way.
Color. Miss Pam ain't been on my show in like a year, man, and I was so excited to have her back, and she just left. I was sad. I was sad.
Miss Pam has never disrespected.
Shush, hold up. Matter of fact, let me. Who am I kicking off?
If she's here, send me in the back. Send me in the back.
All right, I'll put you in the back. I'll put you in the back, Batman. All right, let me. Miss Pam. Hello, Miss Pam.
Hi. So, I just want to say, I hate when I cry. I cry when I get mad. I'm mad because y'all know I get cut off too. Do I pitch a fit and scream at people? No, I don't. I don't want to come on here and talk football and be screamed at. And which all of y'all know it never happened. Damn it, I hate it. I cry. It makes me look like such a girl. I hate it.
Don't cry. Like seriously, like
I can take it. I'm telling you, I can take it. It's not bad. I can take it, but that screaming, I just can't take it. And I get cut off. Y'all all know I get cut off too. I don't pitch a fit over it. I get cut off a lot.
Out Wednesday. It's
everybody gets cut off.
Walling out
and Wednesday. I cannot take the hit for other people cutting someone else off. It wasn't me. And I thought like he was done. I thought he had made his stats.
I thought he had made his point too. I'll give you that. I get you.
And maybe he didn't like the choice of words I used of calling him out for the stats. Maybe that's not a choice of words that he liked, but it didn't deserve the reaction I got. All I was saying is we needed more stats in order to fully understand how far above or equal to other running backs he was. That's my
which is a great point. That's a great point, Pam.
New Finland says, Stephen D, you had a chance to curb this and you enabled it. Just saying. I don't think I enabled it, but I don't think I did anything more than what I do on Wildin' Out Wednesday. I'm just saying personally, but I admit it happened on my platform. I don't like that it happened on my platform, but I think that, there definitely was. I'm going to go back and reevaluate the game film, watch it, see what happened. We can make things
you don't need to do anything special for me whatsoever. I don't require that. Like I said, I'm mad. I'm mad. And when I get mad, I cry, and that pisses me off. That's like a weakness. I don't like that.
Look, and what I try to do is try to allow some leniency for people to be on there. And to be fair, color when he gets mad, he yells. That's what he. I don't think Color did anything different than what he's done in the past. But I also
100%.
think I also think that Miss Pam got the grunt of something she did not deserve. And so I don't know what I really could have done. See, now Moneyback says I need 10. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put. I don't know who's going to take a Great One. DeVore, this is your show for the next 10 minutes. Go ahead, Great One. This is your show for the next 10 minutes because I just.
Oh, I was so unprepared for this. But
sorry,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It kind of took a turn for the worse as soon as I came in here. I'm trying to get caught up to speed here. Okay, went from like
I did not want to change that to this or about me or anything else. I'm really sorry.
It is all good, Pam. Take the time that you need, to get yourself together. We continue this conversation. I don't know how long Stephen plans on being on live, but take the time that you need to get yourself together. We gonna continue this conversation. We talked about Jonathan Taylor, if I'm not mistaken.
DeVore, I'm sorry to cut you off. It just dawned on me, bro. You sound like those radio hosts that do like the love hour, like take your woman
R&B. He's on the R&B.
Take your here's
Yeah, wait a minute. Now, that's Hot 105 when you're talking about a quiet storm.
the quiet storm. Yes.
Well,
yes,
I'm about to drop a tip. I'm about to drop a tip for everybody that's got a girl or a man at home that you consider on buying a gift. I tell you, Instagram has it's almost impossible for you not to buy a gift for your lady. Okay. Like Instagram, where you scroll down on the reels, they sponsor so many different things as far as like you buying things. Like I literally started a list. I have like 15, 20 things already on the list for me to buy. But anyway, let's get back to this football thing.
Yeah, I've been waiting, bro. What's your take on Jonathan Taylor, bro? Is it worth what it'll take to get him, or is it not worth what it'll take to get him?
So the asking price currently right now is at least a first round pick.
And the contract. Don't forget the contract.
Man.
Okay, so the contract so we went from in the off season, the contract has been the running back value has been so devalued where I wouldn't expect him to get anything over $10 million a year. That's just based off of what Saquon Barkley got. But a lot of people not taking into consideration the fact that Jonathan Taylor is not practicing right now. So the ball's in his court, to be honest, where he's about to start the season on the physically unable to perform list. So will we willing to take the risk on that, where possibly he may not end up playing due to the fact that he's going to a team he doesn't want to play for, or he may not be physically available? Because I read a report about him getting injured during the offseason too as well, about hurting his back. That's why he hasn't been practicing. So I don't play around with back injuries. I hate to take this to basketball, but a lot of people have their feelings about Ben Simmons, but he don't look like the same player after a back injury. So you definitely got to take the injury aspect into consideration.
So then, is it worth it or is it not worth it?
Give me a scenario. Like I feel like any player is worth it. It's all for the right price.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, so a first, right? Let's just say a first. Let's keep it as simple as possible. A first round pick, and then you got to give him $10 million.
No first round pick. The ball is in the opposing team's court, where clearly the Colts don't want him, so you're desperate to get rid of him anyway.
Then what's fair? What's fair? And let's include the contract too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just the trade. The trade is bad enough, but then when we bring him in, we're not sitting good with salary anyways to be paying such a high price for a running back.
What's fair will probably be a second or third. Give up Cedric Wilson and Emmanuel Ogbah, and on trade, he has to sign a long-term deal, at least $10 million max annually a year, with incentives involved in there where he could possibly make 50.
I hear you. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like giving up Ogbah, man. I really, if he could come back to the form he was before his injury, which preseason. I know preseason isn't, to be taken serious like that. But man, Agua's a great player, bro. The way he bats down balls, the pressure he puts on, like he earned that contract. It's just people are forgetting about it because he got injured. You know what I'm saying? But he earned the contract.
How much you think he's gonna play though? When you think
I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play enough. And then, I mean, God forbid, one of our other guys go down. Chubb or Phillips. Knock on wood. But man, that's if one of those two guys go down and we don't have Agba out there, we're gonna be in a really tight spot defensively.
So I was telling Lewis a couple weeks ago because I had an issue with the Emmanuel Agba thing because you just gave Bradley Chubb a long-term deal. It's over like $100 million. He's like top 10 right now as far as highest paid pass rushers. And Jalen Phillips, he's going to emerge as one of the best pass rushers in the league. Like, why would you if Fangio's going to run a defensive scheme where these guys are going to be consistently rushing the passer, not dropping back in coverage, like I hated Josh Boyer doing that. I wouldn't want to take them off the field because I don't think we're going to be running a lot of like that cover zero blitzing stuff anymore. I feel like we're going to do a lot more cover four, disguising the defense a lot, where we're going to limit the amount of times that we're going to blitz because we have such amazing pass rushers on the edge. And I just don't feel like Emmanuel Agba, in my honest opinion, because even when we had Flores, I wasn't wowed by Emmanuel Agba as far as sack totals. Like I've seen they play the numbers game a lot where they send a lot more than what they can block, and I've seen Emmanuel Agba come free a lot, and that's how we end up getting a lot of sacks. That's what I saw.
You want me to show everybody how dumb not to give up the first round pick sounds? Let's throw out the scenario, right? Manny, I had this conversation with you yesterday. You came up here today and you said the exact same thing. We are good without Jonathan Taylor, right? In your opinion, correct?
Absolutely. And I think in other people's opinion as well, not just mine.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Now let me finish, right? If you mean to tell me we're good, you must think without Jonathan Taylor, as of currently constructed, this roster, we are a playoff team, correct, Manny?
I think we are a Super Bowl team.
Perfect. Got you right here. So if we are a Super Bowl team, or hell, let's just say an AFC championship game team.
Okay.
Do you know where they pick in the first round? Do you know where they pick in the first round, Manny?
Like 27th, 28th?
25.
Something like
29, 30, 31, 32, somewhere around there. The Super Bowl teams will be 32 and 31. Let's say we're an AFC championship game. That's what you're telling everybody. And you said there's multiple people that would feel that way.
That's
Manny,
30 and 29.
Can you please tell me, Manny, who the hell do you think you're going to get in the draft at pick number 29 that's better than Jonathan fucking Taylor?
I got you, Lewis. Hear me out. I'm not worried about the trade. For me, it's the contract after the fact. I'm not willing to give an arm and a leg for a running back.
You wouldn't give that guy $10 million, but people want to give Christian Wilkins $25 million.
I don't want to give Christian Wilkins $25 million either.
I don't want to asking for.
The dude 2 years ago led the league in rushing with 1,800. Also had 40 catches for 360 yards. That's over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, and y'all are crying to pay him $10 million.
That's nice. I can find a running back in the
Manny, I got a question, Manny, and I'm not trying to come at you, Manny. I just simply have a question. Have you considered the idea that when we trade, if we were to trade players in this deal, we would be recovering some of that cost for Taylor by those contracts going over to Indy?
So I mean, to be quite honest with you, I have not even considered that, and that makes some good sense, to be honest. Something I haven't really considered. But is Indy gonna take those contracts? Because
that's the art of the deal right there, bro. That's the art of the deal. You know what I mean? But the main question I had earlier still remains: if we don't get Jonathan Taylor and we keep this measly few millions that we have right now, we're still in the same boat, but with what, 10, 11 million bucks, that ain't going to pay for all the guys down the pike either. So something's going to have to be done. And if we get Jonathan Taylor and let's say win a championship, if you're talking about best case scenario, that wheeling and dealing is going to become a lot easier because a lot of these guys are going to want to stay here and not want go through a Super Bowl slump. Like, they don't want to just take the chance and go somewhere else necessarily if there's a chance to win a second or a third championship here.
So here's an analogy, right? So let's say you're out at sea, you're lost out at sea, right? All you have is a floaty device, right? A little noodle, pool noodle, right? Because which is what we're in. We're in a bad situation. You're saying just get rid of the pool noodle and make the situation worse? Like, we're already in cap trouble. We can't just make it
we're
worse.
in that situation precisely because they thought we're win now and we're loading up the gun. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I feel like
And
we're
isn't
loaded.
that where we are, right? Isn't that where we are? Like, we don't have to worry until next season. And to me, whatever we can do to win this season, we can worry about next season.
That's the question, Pam, that everybody has to ask for themselves. Absolutely. What's your threshold of how much, like Manny said, are you willing to toss that noodle in? You know what I mean? And I am myself. But.
I don't know, man. Like, I think we're a Super Bowl contending team, but I'm not saying it's guaranteed that we're going to win the Super Bowl. Nothing is guaranteed, and I don't want to make the future more bleak than it already looks right now, because right now it's looking bleak.
Yeah. I think whatever we have to do to win the season, let's do it. I mean, I want to see it. I think we've got guys, like many people have said, we've got guys that have got another year, 2 years max. And if they don't get it, they may just go somewhere else in order to go get a Super Bowl. And I think we're set up for it with a couple of extra add-ons, whether it's Jonathan Taylor. To me, keeping Christian Wilkins is huge. $25 million is ridiculous. 17,
he's never
I think is reasonable.
There might be a dummy team. There might be a dummy team out there that pays him that.
Yo, let me ask you something. Though. Do y'all think in God's green earth that in any draft you're going to find somebody as talented as Jonathan Taylor? Please answer that question.
Who's already acclimated to the NFL, who has already filled out all the HR paperwork, who's already played 3 seasons and proven to be a star in this league.
That's my whole point.
It's a no-brainer, in my opinion.
Why you think we're in the running back situation boycott thing as we speak right now? The position is not valued. You can get undrafted guys to do the exact same thing as a Jonathan Taylor.
Who else is out there right now?
But look across the league. But look, this is what the Dolphins do. Like, I don't even think our running backs are that talented outside of Ryan Mostert and Jeff Wilson and Devon Achane. And Savon Ahmed, don't really care for him very much.
But he's talented, bro.
I don't care for him very much.
He's good.
Gaskin, I don't even think he's running back material in my honest opinion. He's too little. So
Gaskin carried this team when we didn't have nobody.
Yeah, true. But I don't really care. But those are not like what I would look at a prototypical running back. And like I
believe I could be wrong. I could be wrong. The Brian Flores year that we were supposed to be tanking, Myles Gaskin had a huge role in us winning more games than we should have won. You know what I'm saying? On a garbage.
That's why everybody hates him. You just nailed it, Manny. Thank you, bro. That's why everybody hates Gaskin. I get it now.
Oh, yeah, man. But I mean, I think
he ruined the tank. That's right. He ruined the tank.
Well, Brian Flores ruined the tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
which we still got the guy everybody wanted. We got the guy everybody wanted.
First off, I don't understand how everybody is not willing to give Christian Wilkins $25 million or $20 million.
Who's speaking right now?
Huh?
Who's speaking right now?
Me, Alex.
Who's Alex?
Oh boy.
Oh, crazy Dolphin!
Ryan Clark is an idiot one.
No. That's not me. That was Alex. Alex Diaz.
It's Ryan Clark is an idiot.
Oh, okay. I went Ryan Clark is an idiot. That's my man. I like him. That's the number one priority. I feel like that's disrespectful if you pay Jonathan Taylor before you pay Christian Wilkins.
I agree.
Yes, I agree because Christian Wilkins. The thing is, Christian Wilkins is the heart and soul of that defense, and you got to put past the sack numbers.
Thank you.
Stop looking at the sack numbers.
Has anybody interviewed all the players to find out if Christian Wilkins was the heart and soul of our defense? He's
the energy. He's the battery guy. He's the Draymond Green of this team.
And not just on our defense. He gets our offense going too.
And I agree with y'all. If they don't sign him before, if Jonathan Taylor, or very quickly afterwards, yeah, but it doesn't have to be $25 million. I don't understand why those have to both be.
Okay. Let's. What's the problem with $25 million? I would like
That's
to know
too much for him.
The man that's
a lot.
That's the
He's not
problem.
worth $25 million.
That's not too much
for what we could afford. We can't afford it. You're right. It's not too much.
Put up the sack numbers.
No, either way.
I mean, great one. It ain't my money, so I'm with you if you're talking on those terms. But if it was my money, I'd be like, no, you know.
We can't afford it. And then if we do afford it,
It's not worth $20 million.
and then we can't afford
It's not
Steelers.
worth $20 million. I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all can say whatever
Manny was just talking about a noodle to throw out the raft.
Why is he not worth $20 million? Why?
Because he's not. You want me to pay someone $20 million because he smacks asses on the sideline and gives people high fives? Man,
he's a disruptor. He is a
and
disruptor.
Here's a thought,
he's
though.
a disruptor. Hey, who just said that? Great one. Hey, hold on, Manny. Let the big boys talk.
Go ahead.
God damn
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead.
Did Great One just say he's a disruptor, or who said that?
I said that he's a disruptor. Those are very, very undervalued players. If you can wreck a play, you basically take out half of the game plan for that week for an opposing team.
Absolutely, Great One. I agree with you. Hey, they told me, Great One, that he's a disruptor of Josh Allen. Can you tell me, Great One? I'm sure you're sitting next to a computer and I'm driving. What is Josh Allen's record against the defense that's led by Christian Wilkins? What does that record look like?
I don't care. They don't run the ball with their running backs.
So wait a minute.
Don't look at that.
So he's not. So wait a minute. Christian Wilkins is a disruptor, but that disruption don't come with wins. Like, what are we talking about here?
No,
don't look at that.
Lewis,
can I ask a rhetorical question?
You cannot look at that. You cannot pay attention.
What am I
to
supposed
that.
to look at, Alex? But I'm supposed to look at
Lewis,
high-fiving them, right?
Lewis,
that's what I'm supposed to look at, right, Alex?
This day and age, you cannot look at sack numbers. You cannot look at all of that because he's played with shitty ends. Excuse my language.
So
he's played with bad ends.
So what you want me to look at, Alex? So what you want me to look at, Alex, is he's the first one running down at the touchdown to give high five. But you want me to look at that, though, Alex, right?
He's an elite defender.
That's
let me make an observation here.
Guys like Christian Wilkins.
Hey, Alex, hold on. So let me ask everybody: is Christian Wilkins as good without Sealer next to him?
Yes.
No way, bro. Sealer is
Steeler's not as good without.
No, you're not.
Without Wilkins.
Steeler is good, but Christian Wilkins is better.
I can't believe you use that as a comment.
Did y'all see what we just did by holding the Texans out of the end zone on the first series of the game because interception was thrown? Do y'all see that? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Christian Wilkins wasn't in on that drive.
I don't read into preseason games.
I know you don't, but that was first out of the gate, first start the game, first team versus first team, and Christian Wilkins wasn't there to stop that team from going in the end zone, bro. You know as well as I do on that turnaround. You know as well as I do on that momentum on that turnaround. 80% of teams put the ball in the end zone right there. You know as well as I do, bro.
I can't give you that. I'm not give you that.
But let me ask you this question.
I will say there was no stress on Stroud. There was no pressure, nowhere near that man.
Let me ask you.
Well,
nobody touched
can
him.
I also say that there's something?
You
Yes.
think he's top 10?
Christian Wilkins is top 10. Yes.
Out of all the defensive players out of 32 teams, you think he's the top 10?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Are we talking about every defensive player? Or are we talking about every position? Are we talking about defensive ends? I mean,
no, defensive tackles.
That's pretty broad. So, I mean, if you're if you're going to say every defensive player, normally when you say top 10, you're comparing the guy to guys who play his position. Am I not right?
Right.
I mean.
Correct.
And
so,
he's not top 10 in that position. He's not top 10.
I feel that he is, and what I see is
no, the NFL does not consider him top 10. That's a fact.
Exactly.
I don't care.
She just made it clear it was a feeling.
He's top 10. He's top 10. He's top 10.
All right, fine.
No, go ahead. I wanted to. Pam was like finishing up real quick. Hold on. Go ahead, Pam.
Go ahead, Pam.
You started by saying you feel that, and I wanted everybody to make sure they heard that because it's just what you feel. It's your opinion, right?
We're all mostly
It's
talking
what I
feelings and
see.
opinions.
It's what I see. It's also how I feel about the way he plays. And when I watch him play, let's think about his position that he plays. He doesn't play in the same position as guys that get all the sacks. He has a different position, right? So are there players that play his position that get sacks? Yes. Does he get sacks sometimes as well? Yes. But it's not the same position as the guys that are constantly getting to the quarterback. It's a different place in the line.
And I agree with all that, Miss Pam.
Yep,
this is my problem. But you want him to get paid like the guys that are getting sacked at that position.
That's
right. Pam. I want to make sure everybody is clear where the disagreement is. The disagreement is hold on. The disagreement is about whether you should pay that in projection. Like I can go along with Pam and say, well, there's he does this, that, and the other. And we're strengthening our secondary, which should cause more coverage sacks that he could take advantage of. And maybe he would be getting those sacks. So it's a matter of, do we pay that big salary based on that projection, or do we pay it based on what's already been laid out and done? And that's where Lewis's disagreement's at.
The difference is,
this is not a sack-driven league.
What do people think is a good price for Christian Wilkins on this panel? What do you guys think is a good price?
I think 17-18 range is a good price.
Yeah, I agree, Pam. I agree.
Max.
And I don't think that he's getting paid because he smacks people on the butt. I think he gets paid because he shuts down his position. He plays his position and he makes guys around him better. I mean, look,
was 17-18 million, and no one had a problem with that.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Alex started with 25.
23 million. Nope. 23 million.
20 million is the highest I will go up to.
Listen to DeVore. DeVore's talking about 23 million.
23
million.
Actually, 23 million is actually reasonable.
23 million.
What's up, Bonjo?
That was a classic. Pam, do you see though? Do you see why people talk about moving the goalposts? That was like classic right there.
Nothing but the truth will help you guys.
Go find me another guy that's going to give that production.
Alex, okay, you know what? I've had my hand up. Alex, you don't say another word out of your lips for the rest of the time you're up here. Just First of all, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon.
Go ahead, cut Bonjo.
Because we literally, hold on, no. He's gone off the deep end. Literally, and nobody mentioned this because, again, literally, in a pass-happy league, out of Alex's mouth, this is not a league driven by sacks.
Sacks, exactly.
Stop looking at the sack numbers.
Shut up! Stop talking. You said it enough.
Let the wisdom talk here, man.
Come on, Joe.
You said enough.
I've already been yelled at once today by allowing stuff to go down. Don't tell nobody to shut up.
He has said enough. Again, a league that is a pass-happy league is not driven by sacks on the defensive side.
That's gonna be some
What
of the
It's
are
a
we
3-4.
doing?
It's a 3-4 defense.
I don't care if it's a 3-4, a 4-3, a 5-2. You
It's a
can yell.
3-4.
Go yell into a
I
mirror.
wish I could be on camera right now.
And Vaughn's like, I don't care if it's a 6-1 half dozen of the other defense.
Check your phone, Lewis.
I ain't paying nobody no $25 million.
And you also then hold on. Then on top of that, comparing them to other people.
Somebody come out, Alex Renee Diaz.
Comparing them to other people. Alex furthermore says, "Well, those guys are freaks." So we want to pay him. We want to pay Christian Wilkins in the same level as freaks. What are we?
First of all,
I swear to God.
Christian Wilkins is better than Jeffrey Simmons.
Vonjo, do you miss the Landon Roberts? Do you miss the Landon Roberts, Vonjo?
Yo, Steve,
you just say he's better
right
than
now,
Simmons.
Did
you just say that he's better than Simmons?
Yes.
I just want to know.
Did you just say out your mouth, out your grown man mouth, that he is better than
your grown man mouth.
Simmons.
Christian Wilkins is better than Jeffrey
Grown man
Simmons.
lips.
Oh,
You know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Y'all not gonna see. Y'all not gonna affect my blood pressure, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who that Simmons guy is.
Can I pose a question for the chat, please?
I'm leaving too, Von Joe.
Y'all can have this. Y'all can have this.
Hold on. Now, don't go nowhere, Von Joe, because I feel like you with this passing thing.
Oh, hey, hold up. Breaking news. David Fornes tweeting.
That guy don't know what he's talking about.
Here we go.
Zach Seiler had an injury scare at Dolphins Wednesday practice. He was down for several minutes. He did return to participate in team drills, but during breaks, though, he would keep stretching and flexing his left leg while talking to trainers.
Christian,
you up? Let's pay Christian Wilkins $45 million.
Yeah,
sounds like a cramp.
Pay him $1 million.
Yeah, it's time to pay the man and go also see about getting on Hakeem
4
Hicks.
minutes ago by David
Pay
Fornes.
him. Christian Wilkins is now worth $57 million a year.
No, let's give him 60 and give Jonathan Taylor 40.
Listen, that sounds like he has some muscle tightness, probably some cramps.
Why don't we just start with $10 to get Manny on the bench?
That's what I thought.
This is garbage narrative that everybody wants to put up there. That Christian
Listen. Everybody
God.
said he's not good. What are you talking about? Listen, you sound like the big hole right now. Okay, your Lord, Savior, and mentor.
Well, fine.
Okay.
I'd rather sound like the big O, who was a
Of course, you'd rather sound like him. Okay?
I thought you called him
anybody that goes against Chris Greer.
That's what he called him.
Anybody that goes against Chris. Hold on, since we're going to talk about Ryan Clark, anybody that goes against that Muppet called the Big Ho, apparently, if you go against Chris Greer, you are a racist or you're stupid. Okay?
Oh my!
So you could go ahead and follow your mentor, your Lord and Savior, Alex.
Leave my man.
The only thing worse would be a stupid racist. How about that? Or maybe that's implied. I don't know.
You know, everybody, because everything on this team.
I think that might be inherent,
everything on this team is perfect. Okay, you know, A-Chain's going to be a star. Brooks is going to be a star. The water boy, he has a bright future in H2O. He's going to be a star. You know what?
But I think this team is
our receiver is going to be a star.
Joe, have you ever drank the water at Hard Rock? Have you ever drank the water at Hard Rock?
Steven, that guy that passed us that ice when it was hot outside, he's a star.
That was a beer vendor who gave me ice when I was about to pass
Wait.
out.
That guy, he's Von Joe.
His ideology and yeastology when it comes to beer making and beer passy outing is a star in the making.
Beer passy outing.
Von Joe, let me ask you a question, Von Joe. What did you just say about Chris Brooks?
That he's gonna be a star,
Chris Brooks looks very promising based off what he's done in the preseason.
Lewis.
And he probably could warrant himself a practice squad spot. Because
he wouldn't last on the practice squad.
Hey, Von Joe.
Lewis, check your phone, Lewis.
Okay, Steven. I'm driving right now. But Von Joe, let me ask you a question. Who also looked good last preseason?
Sam McGuavin.
So Quandre White, that guy?
No. I got the kicker. All the haters. You know who was the MVP of the preseason last year? Skylar Thompson. What did that amount to?
Let's not talk about Easy E. That didn't even get a game.
Chris Brooks. Stop with the Chris Brooks talk.
Easy E didn't even get a snap during the season.
There's nothing wrong with the Chris Brooks talk, and there's nothing wrong with what Skylar did. Let's face it, the kid got thrown in at one play, you're in there.
Steven, I just
want to come up here. Pointing out the double standard, Pam.
I just looked at my calendar. I got a meeting to run to. I have to go collect myself and bring myself back down before I start yelling at people in the meeting. So,
because I was just gonna say, man, it probably did cause Manny to go by 19.
Y'all already know Miss Pam.
That's right. Yeah.
Because
so
Lewis is wrong though. It probably did cause Manny to go buy a number 19 jersey.
What you talking about?
Well, the thing about
Went
Brooks
right
I
over
don't.
his head.
I mean,
is
I don't got money like that, bro. You guys got the money, not me.
Man, I only got one jersey, and that's number 42, Charles Clay. That's the only one I've
I only got one
ever
jersey.
been worthy of my dollars.
I got a
y'all,
Jason
Miss
Taylor jersey from
Miss
1990, whatever, bro. It was a hand me
Miss
down.
Pamela trying to talk.
Yeah, I was just going to talk about Brooks and his college career, because other than a couple preseason games, we have nothing else to look at. But his A&M's entire offense, the one guy was the reason they would go the field or score it all. Now, granted, they stunk up the season, but that kid has played some big games against some big teams in college, and the way he's looked, I think he deserves at least a practice squad, but I feel like he's going to make the team. I mean, it's just something.
Talk about Brooks.
Can I piggyback on Miss Pamela? I agree with her with that. I agree with you 100%. And I've been criticized because I've been bringing up Chris Brooks. But it's something special about this kid. He's not Jared Dokes. He's not just Corian White. There's something special about this kid. And the only thing, let me finish. The only thing about it is that he will not last on the practice squad because someone will snatch him.
We'll pick him up.
That's my opinion.
That's true.
But it's a stretch, bro. It's a stretch.
I just want to say, Mr. Polk has evolved into the one hell of a debater. He completely headed off my retort right off at the pass with already saying he ain't no Zacondre White, he ain't no Jared Dokes, because he knew exactly what color was going to come back with, and he headed it off at the pass. Well done, Mr. Polk.
He's good in the preseason. Let's be honest, but that's not really something to hang your hat on. To call him special. Special is not the word.
That's why I'm giving you another season to look at.
I did not say he was special,
but not special.
I didn't say he was special. Miss Pamela did not say he was special.
You absolutely did say he was special.
I didn't say he was special.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say he was special.
Am I tripping? Hey, everybody, am I tripping, or did he not use the word special?
He might have said
I tell you what. I tell you what. If I did, there might be context. He might have said could be special or something. Hold up. Let me finish it. If I did say he's special, then then he's special because he's different from Zacondre White. He's different from Jared Dokes. So if y'all say he's special, he's special. So how you like that?
But I hear you. But like I'm saying, that's a stretch. You could say that.
No, it's a stretch. But guess what? You can say what you want to. You're not gonna change my opinion. I think that man is earning his.
Not in preseason. You can't earn that.
He's starting to earn his spot.
Manny, he has all the intangibles though, man.
Yeah, but you can't earn that in preseason, bro.
I would agree. It has nothing to do with preseason.
Bro, Sammy Guavin.
So I'm not saying this man is Superman. I'm saying the man is earning. He is earning.
Sammy Guavin got like 5 sacks in that one preseason, bro.
He's not selling the Guavin.
You gotta remember the context that he's putting it in. He stated the context was he's no Jared Dokes and he's no Zacondre White. He's special. He stands out. He's a standout. When those guys weren't, he stands above those guys. Is what he's saying.
Thank you.
That's the context.
Because and at the same time, last year they were the same time at the same time that this was happening when they were playing. They were special too. You know, they were the special.
I didn't say they were special. I didn't say they were special.
I don't remember that. Mr. Polk's
I didn't say they were special. I've been following Jared Dokes and I've been following Zacondre White, and I never said they were special.
Was talking about he's the next big thing, and he.
I didn't say next big thing.
Okay,
I never said that. Hold on. Let me say this. Only thing I said about Zacondre White is that when he was in college, he was called the shiftiest player in college. That's it. College. I didn't say pros.
Okay, and
so what you talking about, man? You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what I do know.
Don't quote what I'm saying. Don't quote what I'm saying if you don't know.
You acting like he's playing playoff.
Just because, let me tell you something else. Just because a person shines in preseason, don't mean he's a failure.
No, he didn't even look better than Savon Ahmed in the preseason. Savon Ahmed looked better. Miles Gaskin looked better in this preseason, and Miles Gaskin proved it in the regular season. I'm getting Miles Gaskin and Savon Ahmed over Brooks any days, anyways.
No, that's not going to happen. I mean, I love Gaskin too, but that's not going to happen. But the kid can only play the games that he's had in front of him. You can't hold him to a playoff level caliber when he hasn't even played one regular season game yet.
That's
but
what
I'm telling you, you can look back at his college career and you can see the league that he played in and the teams that he played against. And you can look at the team. I mean, that team stunk so bad last year. He was A&M's offense all by himself.
It goes both ways.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Who is that, Alex? No. If that's Alex, no, you can't say nothing, Alex.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what it is. Sorry. Move on. Every time I say something, I get destroyed for it, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
Come on, Alex, say it.
Thank you.
Everybody
let Kevin
criticize me.
Forget what Alex got to say. Let Kevin
so I'm not gonna say nothing.
I just want to say one thing, guys. This is my first time to the show, so thank you first of all.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, man. Thank you so much for coming on, Kevin. Thank you, bro.
I always watch. I just never actually joined.
Well, I'm glad that you joined, man. Thank you, bro.
I appreciate that. I'm already late for work. I was getting out the shower. I was like, I gotta hop in and just say one thing. So look, and I heard Skylar Thompson. I know you guys were talking about Chris Brooks and all that stuff, but with Skylar Thompson. And everybody's just saying he's so good and this and that. That's a great thing. We're all Dolphins fans. Yes, he is good. But stop putting him at Tua's level. You guys keep saying, well, give him time with the starters. Give him time with the starters. Did we not see him in the regular season? He didn't throw one touchdown to Waddle or Hill, guys. Not one. That's terrible.
How many were dropped that should have been touchdowns, though? I got to throw that out.
They weren't even on the field when he was. Talking about the first preseason game. They weren't even on the field for him to throw.
I'm talking about last year regular season, and the one he dropped in the Buffalo playoff game that would have been a touchdown anyways. It was a great throw. I'm not gonna
what
lie.
about the three that Waddle dropped that were dimes thrown to him? What about the one that Mike Gesicki dropped that was right in his hands? What about the one that Tyreek Hill dropped for 15 yards in a possible first down that was right in his breadbasket?
Because he's not throwing catchable balls.
Look, guys, look,
I'm not arguing.
Here we go.
Not throwing catchable. First of all, nobody actually even talked about Skylar up here, so I don't even know why we're going down this road. I don't know what person
I'm bringing it up because you guys always bring up Skylar when somebody's always talking about
who's you guys? Who's you guys?
I don't know. Maybe it might have been you. I don't know. I'm still learning the community. But look,
all right.
Well, hear me out, boss. Hear me out, boss. I'm not trying to argue. I am a diehard Dolphins fan. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan. All I'm saying is, Skylar Thompson is good, guys. But why just go beat down on Tua when Skylar has done nothing close to Tua in the regular season? Nothing. And he
when you find the person that's doing that, invite him to come here and we'll excoriate him for you.
Exactly.
I know one, Steven, because I was trying to get on last time. My camera wasn't working. It's Pete's take. He isn't here. I wanted to have a one-on-one with him and just have a serious conversation.
That's
Kevin. We can facilitate that.
Yeah, that's what you need to talk to Pete about that because I look at.
We could make that happen.
Hold on, I'm about to come to the Pete's defense here for a second.
Kevin,
I like Pete. I like Pete. I just want to have a normal conversation.
That ain't never gonna happen. A normal conversation ain't never gonna happen.
Normal conversations
if you want to have a normal conversation with Pete, just make sure you jot down your. Hold on, Alex. Make sure if you're gonna have a normal conversation with Pete, just make sure you jot down the coordinates to your universe so that you're not stuck sliding for the rest of your life.
Hey, on a serious note, let me tell Kevin real quick. Like, I get it, Skylar's not at the same level as Tua, but we better hope that he makes some improvements, man, because he's going to play quality snaps this year. It's a guaranteed fact.
How do we know that?
If Tua gets hurt, I get what you're saying.
Tua's not going to play a whole season.
We don't know Tua's going to get hurt, guys.
What about Armstead?
How do we know he's not on his level, though?
What about Armstead? How do you know that?
Armstead will get hurt.
Okay, same thing with Tua, bro. Tua hasn't played a full season even when he was in college, bro. He gets hurt every season, and it's different ailments.
But he's been progressing, and concussions, guys, are different injuries than like a broken arm, a broken leg.
You're right. I mean, he got the concussions, and that's why he wasn't playing to not get another broken bone.
I can't argue that. That's one thing I can't argue. So
How
I'm
do
gonna
we
be
know?
honest.
How do we know Skylar's not on Tua's level? Can I ask that real
Oh
quick?
well,
Bro,
I mean,
okay, here, let me just say something real quick.
No, he's not. He's
Everybody
not.
love,
I like Skylar,
everybody
but he's
love
not.
praising his arm. Hold on.
How do you know
I'm
that?
gonna say one thing real quick, and then I'm gonna go to work. I promise. Thank you
No,
guys
no,
for
you
having me
can't
here.
go to work. You better tell
I
you gonna
have
be
to.
late.
I'm already gonna have
You
a
tell him
point.
you
I'm
gonna be
2
late. You
hours
come
late.
over
I'm
here.
2 hours late. I gotta go.
Nah. Or you better call out there because you gonna have this conversation
I
right
can't do
now.
it. But listen. Okay, Skylar has this best arm, big arm, blah blah blah. He has such a
Wilding
good
out
arm. Tua doesn't
Wednesdays
have an
ain't
arm.
going nowhere.
Now
News.
check
Go
this
ahead,
out.
Kevin.
Now
Sorry.
check this out. This touchdown that he threw to Barrios, it was underthrown. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. But if that was Tua who underthrown the ball, then
He
he
got
underthrew the ball. Okay, he was moving out the pocket, whatever. That's one take. Secondly, if y'all tell me Skylar Thompson is in that pocket and doesn't look like he's on ice skates anytime he has any type of pressure on him, he has no pocket presence compared to Tua.
Yeah, because he's never behind the first team offense.
He played regular season games.
Yeah, how many of those regular season games was Teron Armstead missing?
How many did Tua play during that 5-game win streak?
I'm not talking. We're not talking about Tua right now. We're talking about Skylar.
Kevin,
we're
real
talking
quick.
about both. But.
Kevin, real quick. So, are you familiar how teams practice? Because Skylar's running the scout team against.
I get it. I agree.
So he doesn't run with the first team. So he got thrown into the fire. So really, it's a learning experience for him to come in for Tua on such a short notice.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Hey
guys. And while he was skating around on those ice skates, he threw it 3 dimes to Jalen Waddle that got dropped.
Hey guys, real quick, my daughter wants to get on the panel and have a conversation with some of y'all. I'm gonna put her on. So watch the language, guys. Watch the language.
Color. Be careful, color.
Look, what with Skylar Thompson.
Don't be virtue signaling,
Skylar Thompson, though, guys, I'm not really talking more about the preseason. I'm going back to the last year's regular season. He had some starters he played with. Let's be real. And Tua has a lot of linemen where he played with backups too in the regular season, and he had MVP games.
Not with those backups in. I can point out when Tua got hey, and what about the fact that the very play he got injured on was after 6 seconds of holding the ball? Like, what offensive line was on the field that night?
Hold up, guys. Miss Pam.
Let's let this. Hey, darling.
Hi.
Hi.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
So happy to see your face.
Ask her who her favorite players are and stuff.
Who's your favorite players?
I really like from a while back Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas. I always have to mention Marino because he was the man. How about you? Who's your favorite player?
Say it.
Tua.
Tua?
Poison that girl's mind.
Say it. You don't want to say it?
No.
Say it. Say it proud.
I love your shirt.
Say it proud. We all love Tua. I love Tua.
We all love Tua.
It's okay to love
If she
Tua.
says Skylar, I'm gonna lose it.
She says Skylar.
All right, can you sing the fight song real quick?
I can't hear.
Miami has
Sing it, girl.
the greatest
Football team.
They take
Football
the ball from goal
To go.
Like no one's ever seen.
They're in the
Air.
They're on the
Ground.
They're always.
In control.
And when you say
Miami.
you're talking
Super Bowl.
Let's
go.
That's right.
Good job.
Way to go. Way to go.
Good job, baby.
Good job.
I love your shirt.
They donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. Say hit the like button.
Don't be poison.
You gotta see it.
Hit the like. Hit the like.
I like that.
You are just beautiful.
Everybody.
You can tell she look like the mom.
Bye, sweetheart. Good talking to you.
So Kevin, that's your name, right, Kevin? I'm sorry, I can't see the name.
Kevin,
yeah, my
name.
Kevin.
The thing is that
right. Well, real quick. I got a question for Alex. Hold on. I just want to be clear. I know the debate was about you had initiated with Great One about the question of whether Skylar could actually rise to Tua's level. That's not Great One can argue that, and I'll probably support him, but. I wanted to be clear that my position is just in interfacing with you is just to say that I agree with Great One in the respect that we can't know right now because of the circumstances that both have experienced. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I get there's variables. I understand what you mean by that, definitely. But I think I think my frustration with the community sometimes. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
What's up, bud?
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
What's up, little bro?
What up, man?
You want to ask them something?
How old you guys?
You don't ask.
Well, I'm
good question.
31.
I can't tell you that.
38.
She already answered.
I can tell you.
21, right?
No.
I'm older than the coach. I know that.
Are we talking maturity level?
Who's the youngest here?
Maturity level?
I think me probably. I'm 31. I'm not sure though.
Oh, you are.
I think I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest.
I think Pam's the youngest.
Kevin looks oldest.
I look the oldest. Wow.
Kevin, you the same age as my
Well, in fairness, Kevin, there's only 4 people on camera right now, so I mean, you know.
Ask Lewis what his favorite saying is.
Lewis, what is your favorite saying?
My man is the best saying alive, and that's cat.
That's Cap. That's what Lewis says. That's Cap. How old are you?
Say it.
Don't hit the like button.
No.
Gotta hit the like button for him to tell you.
Yeah, that's a Stephen D answer.
Gotta hit the like button if you want Christmas presents. Man.
Say
Like.
donate to the channel.
Like button.
Hey, what? Hey, are you gonna play? Hey, did your dad let you play football?
No.
My son's real dark. He
Like.
went to the evil side. Hold up.
Or
Tell your dad you want to play football.
no one was talking to you. So
Be nice, Steven. You are already a Dolphins fan. Already a Dolphins fan.
He must watch the show. He's like, nobody was talking to you.
All right. Say go Dolphins.
go family.
Go family. I like it.
Go family.
Sorry, not sorry. I lied.
Go Dolphins.
Poor kid.
Go your family.
Poor kid's about to go into that other room and it's all draped in purple and with Ravens gear all over the place. You know?
You better not say that. No, it is not. You won't have a house to stay in after that. Let me tell you.
Don't do it, Steve. Don't do it.
Hey, one more thing, and I'm gonna stir up the pot. We gotta pay Christian Wilkins, man, before I leave. And I'm not saying 25.
How much though? How much
not
though?
25 mil. Whoever's been saying that. I was gonna shout here. We gotta pay him at least 18 to 19. If we gotta give him 20, man, give him the 20, bro. It's Christian Wilkins.
We ain't giving him no 20 million.
Bro, we got to. What are you gonna do?
Giving him a welfare check and a way to go home.
I want to make sure I heard
Who said that?
Quick question. Did you guys say Sealer got hurt?
Sealer had an injury scare today. That's all. Injury
cramped up.
I'm telling you, that pen's getting closer to that paper.
So real quick, do we remember the 2019 season opener versus the Ravens?
I try to forget it, but yeah.
Okay, you know why they dominated that game?
Why?
Because Lamar Jackson knows how to throw 70 yards.
No, because we cannot stop the run. That's why. Exactly. So when you can't stop the run, you're basically. But my thing is, when you cannot stop the run, you can't make teams one-dimensional. They basically stole our soul that game because we cannot stop the run.
Please,
Lamar Jackson threw 20 times, and I believe they ran for like over 268 yards.
And 5 of those were touchdowns.
If you can't stop the run, you're not winning the football game, period. But you have a chance if you can't stop the pass. I'd rather have some teams pass on me than run on me because
but hold on.
For 5 touchdowns? For 5 touchdowns?
Who was the one running the ball?
You'd rather have a team pass 5 touchdowns on you?
Because it's different when we got quarterbacks running on us rather than a straight running back running the ball on us. Because I'm sure all of those.
And then when we faced him this year, he passed touchdowns and ran touchdowns on us. I mean,
that was just a minor.
I mean, when are we going to give Lamar Jackson his credit, man? He's just a good player, man.
Guys, hold up. Listen. Salty Tua is back. Salty Tua is back.
Oh, yes. I like that too.
Let's see what he says.
Saying that you didn't get the gym in the office. Yeah. If he were here, what would you say to him?
probably knows more about me than I know about myself. I don't know. Ryan's been out the league for some time. So, I don't know. It's a little weird when other people are talking about other people when they're not that person. So I don't know. It's just a little weird. I come back. I like my background is like I come from a Samoan family. Like respect is everything, but you know, it does get to a point where, hey, you know, little easy on that, buddy, because you know I think we're pretty tough-minded people, and if we need to get scrappy, we can get scrappy.
Dang. The only critique I have is why does everybody think that's exclusive to Samoan?
Hey,
that's QB1 speaking, baby.
When you push some, look, I don't care how nice you are. I don't care how nice you are. When you keep jabbing at them, it's been years, man. People hate Tua for no reason.
Kevin, you about to get fired, bro.
I know I'm about to get fired. I gotta go though. All right, one more thing though, because I keep saying that. Did y'all see on Sports Center at the bottom when it shows Tua's stats, it showed an interception and it said on the first play? I've never seen that, and I've been a fan since 2000 on NFL football. I've never seen that in my life. The media literally hates Tua. It's ridiculous. It is.
I agree with that. Hey man, we appreciate you being highly respectful and all that, because most Tuaneers aren't. So yeah, thanks, man.
I can't. I've never seen a bunch of grown men get their panties all in a bunch to hear another man speak. It's ridiculous.
Here he comes. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Lewis, you got me. I always be laughing at you, Lewis. You be so funny, bro. I had a great time talking to you guys, though, man. I hope I get to talk to you guys more.
You want to know why?
Hey, Kevin, you're always welcome to the channel, man. You're always welcome to the channel.
See, that's a gorgeous throw right there.
Take care, guys.
You want to know why this is such a big thing? Why this is a big thing? Because Ryan Clark. Because the fact that
Jesus Christ!
See, Green One, they'll totally forget that I just said that was a gorgeous throw. You know what I mean?
Let me finish. Right. Nobody ever in the media has ever gotten more criticism. No quarterback in the NFL has gotten more criticism.
Oh, stop it already!
Tim Tebow.
Tebow. Listen, Tebow got criticism.
You realize you just sparked the interest in me of criticizing him right now? You just made me want to criticize him right now. You realize y'all are doing it to yourselves.
You sure did for me too.
I'm not done. Tebow has gotten criticized.
Who's more saltier, Tua or Alex?
I think Alex right about
Tebow.
By far Alex. Alex has been pretty salty the past couple days, I must admit.
Ryan Clark is a bum. And he's always been a bum, and he's an idiot. And I hope he gets fired.
It takes one to know one.
Hold up.
You hope a man gets fired? Who's that now?
That's his living. Like, come on, Alex, calm down.
I don't care.
Alex,
if I call another customer, if somebody comes into my job and I call a customer,
but his job is to talk about other. His job is to talk about other people.
Cry. Alex, you would probably cry, bro.
I could ask a question right now, but it would be inappropriate given the current company, so I'll refrain.
If a customer comes into my job and I say that to him, what am I? I'm getting fired, right?
Hey, Superman, let Salty Tua take care of it, okay?
I don't understand why you guys are not.
You don't need Clark Kent.
Well, why are you about this?
From a grown man? That's a grown man. Alex, do you know that Tua has thick skin? He's been dealing with this since high school. This is nothing new for him.
Hey, man, your smoke detector needs some batteries, bro. Hey, your smoke detector needs a battery.
Because I'm a Dolphins fan, and he is the most criticized person on this team. And it's ridiculous.
He's the quarterback.
When he does good things, people still want to come out and
bro. Have you ever heard the touchdown song, Alex? Can we go over the wait, Stephen D? Is that open to the public? The touchdown song, not Miami's. I'm talking about the touchdown song, Mr. Touchdown.
No,
is that public license?
I don't.
What does that got to do with anything?
Because you got to listen to the lyrics, Alex. Alex, you got to listen to the lyrics. Okay. They call him Mr. Touchdown. They call him what? Mr. Team. He can run and he can throw. Give him the ball and just look at him go. Dude, that's the quarterback. That song was written for the quarterback.
You made my ears bleed, Color.
Yo, Color, don't lose your day job, please.
Is Alex crying right now? Did I hear his voice even cracking when he was speaking? Is he crying?
It kind of sound like it. It's kind of sound like it, Lewis.
Sounds very
You guys don't talk to me.
Have you ever seen a movie with any high school football players in it, Alex? Who has the hottest girl, what considered to be the hot girl in the movie?
All right, fine.
Hey, you talking about high schoolers, Color?
Fine,
What?
I get
Tread
it.
lightly.
So I'm not
Tread lightly.
when another analyst wants to talk shit, wants to talk smack about the Dolphins, I'll just ignore it from now on. Okay.
That's what I do. It works.
You should. Who cares?
Let's be honest, bro.
You know what? I'm still gonna stick to my guns. He's a freaking bum, and he's always.
Yeah, I know.
Can I ask
Yeah,
you
I
a
know.
question?
He's a bum. I know.
Wasn't
Von
Tom Brady
Joe. Did
criticized?
you hear my man Salty Tua? Did you hear Salty Tua, Von Joe?
Hey,
What I
Von
heard
Joe,
was Alex crying. Is Alex crying right now?
Oh Jesus!
You know it.
Again with the crying garbage that everybody wants to feel.
Hey, Von
Are you
Joe.
crying?
Hey, Von Joe. Let me ask you a question, Von Joe.
You gonna go cry in the car?
Hey, Von Joe.
Damn, Steve. Damn, Steve.
Hey, Von
What's up,
Joe.
Lou?
Oh, Von Joe. Did your panties get wet too when you heard Tua talk?
Bro, I don't get it. That
Y'all
y'all
don't have to get it. That was amazing. I don't care what anybody says. That was absolutely amazing.
They're soaked right now. The panties are soaked right now.
Apparently, Steven got a chubby right now. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hey, me too. Hey, me too, Steven. You good?
Down the coolest thing I've heard from Tua. It was even better than this last year. Tua's guaranteed to give you a great soundbite every preseason, and he did right there. Shout out!
I have to admit, I did love that comeback.
Where did that soundbite get us?
I loved every second of it. He's like, if
And
you
where
want
did the soundbite get us?
hey, look, we can get scrappy, cuz
Steven, where did that get us?
Play it again, Steve. Steve, play it again. Play it again.
Hold on. Let me find
Where
out.
did it get us?
Play it back. I enjoyed it. Play it back.
Play it again, bro. I need a finish.
I'm not a
Yeah,
Tua
that's
guy,
good.
but I'm not a Ryan Clark guy. But I like that. That was a nice comeback.
And then we calling for his job.
I like.
We're calling for Ryan Clark's job now.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, but Jay Fiedler. Not gonna lie, but Jay Fiedler would have already won us a Super Bowl with this team.
Put that volume up.
He probably knows more about me than I know about myself.
Are we playing it again?
I don't know. Ryan's been out the league for some time. So
Man, I'm sick of fans.
I don't know. It's a little weird when other people are talking about other people when they're not that person. So I know it's just a little weird. I come back.
It's a little weird.
Like my background is like I come from a Samoan family. Like respect is everything, but it does get to a point where, hey, a little easy on that, buddy, because I think we're pretty tough-minded people, and if we need to get scrappy, we can get scrappy too. Just saying.
How hard is it?
Again, why does everybody think that's exclusive to Samoans? I mean, that's American. Like, we're all like that.
I don't know.
Hey,
and Tua's not that. And I don't think Tua's that guy. I looked in his eyes when he said it. He's not that guy.
Salty Tua is definitely about that life.
Hey,
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Americans ain't scrappy. They trigger happy.
Does Ryan Clark have a Super Bowl ring?
Yes, he does. Yes.
Does Tua have one?
No, he does not, Von Joe.
What-
But let me ask a question.
What position did Ryan Clark play? What position and on what team? Because I don't know nothing about him.
Hey, again, Manny, let the big boys talk.
But this
Manny.
man body system for crying out loud.
Hey, I just want to ask Alex Renee Diaz a question. Did you hear?
And I'm not the
Alex,
Don't do that. Nobody wants to hear him. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to hear Alex.
I guarantee you, people. Well, listen, there's only one of us that are speaking right now that got timed out today. So the people do want to hear me. So sit there again and learn something. All right.
What you trying to say, Lewis?
The fact of the matter is, I want to know if Alex Renee Diaz heard Tua's last statement, because what Tua said was when people are not around, or it's a little weird to talk about people. So Alex, you would agree with that statement, right?
Yeah. Why?
Because you just did the same thing talking about Ryan Clark and he's not here. You weirdo.
I tagged him on Twitter.
He just did it to me. He just did it to me. You don't even need to look at Ryan Clark. He just did it to me.
Yeah, but you're right here though.
I was in back on timeout. Thank you very much.
Okay, boom. So there's 2 people that was on timeout.
When I
3 people, because Stephen D was
Didn't
on
Ryan
timeout.
Clark have a fat quarterback too?
Ryan, Ryan. I know
I'm not saying I'm sore about it, Manny. I'm just saying it's another example of him doing it.
Boy, you bring up a great point. He did have a fat quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger was so fat they made a sandwich out of his name.
Yeah, he was a statue back there.
Listen to the nickname, Big Ben.
Big Ben.
He was a statue back there. He had a big arm.
Quarterback when he had big.
And the funny thing is, Stephen D.
Huh?
The funny thing is, in all this here, I'm hearing about Alex being really upset with what Ryan Clark said. I don't even know what the guy said. Can somebody fill me in?
So
I like to feel it myself.
He was on ESPN and he said he did say some side pocket things about Tua. I heard it, but it was something about like his weight and the way he looks, and he looks like
something about looking like he looked like he worked out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would respectfully disagree and say good take because he's looking visually at the situation, but I would respectfully disagree and say that's precisely why his arm strength has gotten stronger and he's throwing darts.
He said he's thicker than a stripper that works in Atlanta.
Yeah, he said he's thicker than a stripper that works in Atlanta.
Yeah, but so is Ben Roethlisberger.
No, Roethlisberger is definitely the stripper that I saw in West Virginia, not in Atlanta.
I'm just saying, bro. When you look at, let me give you a case in point because I don't want to be I don't want people to think I've like switched sides or something like that. If you look at, there was a decent play that they ran a replay on in last week's game. During the game, they ran a replay on it, and it was just like a 10 or 15 yard out route. And he stood there with like no hip rotation and powered the ball out there. And it was a rocket, dude. And I'm like, wow, he looked strong. That's what I said to myself. I said it in text. I made a group text to our TFTG team. Yo, he looks strong.
Yeah, I think
Can we talk about the real news of the day?
What's that?
Y'all ain't ready for the real news of the day.
This never ceases.
Go ahead, Stephen D. Go ahead, Stephen D.
No, y'all ain't ready. Y'all gonna
What's up, Crypto?
Y'all gonna clown me for this news.
What's going on?
I do not care. I do not care that I'm about to tell y'all.
I am absolutely flabbergasted.
Hold on, Crypto. I'm about to give you all the real news of the day.
Here go the smoke.
NSYNC is reuniting, cuz, in the Trolls movie. Yep, that shit is real. That's a real thing. They're coming back. NSYNC after 20 years.
Literally just
they're coming back, baby. I'm about that life. I know everybody looking at me sideways and weird right now, but I don't care. You can look at me sideways and weird.
So again, the question remains: you calling for a man's job for that? Really? Like, wow, bro. Talk about somebody needs to grow a thick skin. I'm just saying.
Y'all don't care that NSYNC reuniting? That's what y'all think?
No.
No, we don't care.
Because apparently, color. Apparently, Tua is a customer or a Patreon of Ryan Clark and his takes. Like he goes there for service. So he should get fired. Because I don't know what we're doing.
80% of the Dolphins community have destroyed Clark.
I mean, can we at least give him his money back without firing him? I mean, is there any flexibility for Christmas? I mean.
So let me go ahead and retort to Alex.
80% of the Dolphins community have destroyed
50% of 50% of that 80% is nothing but a whole bunch of souvenirs, nut huggers.
I'm not saying I have not.
The other 50% are Muppets that don't have a clue about life. Okay, so that's your 80% of the community that went after Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark should be. They ran a poll.
Because I mean, if Ryan Clark knew that kind of thing was frowned upon around here,
said yes.
Listen. Again, when it comes to Alex and Dolphin community polls, we know that he blows.
Wait, what? Are you seriously going to cite a Dolphin Twitter poll?
Hold on, color. Another portion of that so-called Dolphin fan base is Tua nut huggers. Okay. They stay on his testicles more than his scrotum.
Apparently there's more to that clip, and he goes on to say, "Go find
another portion."
He goes on to say, "Go find Jake Paul or Logan Paul if you want a clout chase." if he really said that, Joe Shad just said that he said that.
I don't even understand what that means to be upset about it. That's my point. They obviously got personal issues. I don't know, but
he burned him.
And another part,
I mean, how is Tua clout chasing? That's what I don't understand.
I think he's saying that Ryan Clark's clout chasing.
Ryan Clark's Twitter account is suspended currently.
Because Ryan Clark's clout chasing from whom?
That's what I'm saying. He's been established way longer than Tua's been in the league.
Clout chasing would be riding Tua's nads.
So
get him,
does
Tua.
that give Ryan Clark the right to say?
No,
listen, just because he's been in the league for a long time.
I'll get flagged for it.
Unless you're talking about clout chasing for Stephen D. I mean, not Stephen A. Sorry, Stephen D.
Color. I can't hear Alex's question. What?
So for body shaming a man, right? A man.
Oh,
does that give him the right? Does that give him the right to say what he said because he's been in the league for a long time?
He's an athlete. He has every right to judge him for his appearance as an athlete.
He's an athlete, bro.
He's an athlete.
I don't have the right to.
That's his job. That's literally his job.
Hold on. We body judge these athletes. Every
and
single
Saint got back together, but we're talking about Tua's body.
Hold on.
And so when I say he can't throw a deep ball, are you saying I'm arm shaming him now?
Color. Hold on. When Solomon Kinley and the offensive linemen come in overweight, are we body shaming offensive linemen because they're overweight? Oh, how dare we? Oh my gosh.
Actually, that's most.
How dare we, Alex?
That's the craziest thing I've heard in 2 years.
Hurt little. Listen. We need a little more testosterone in this room.
That's the mind virus, Wanjo. You can't stop it. That's the mind virus, bro. You cannot stop it, bro.
I need Miss Pam back on panel and move Alex to the back because I need more testosterone in here. Because clearly she has more testosterone than Alex right now. Because I don't understand what we doing.
No disrespect, Alex, but were you the one that was shaming Chris Sims when he voiced his opinion about Tua?
Uh-huh. You know why? Yeah, Alex, and you know why Chris Sims is not in the league anymore? Do you know why? But do you know why he's not in the league anymore?
I call Chris Sims. No. Just because, and another thing is, I call Chris idiot as well for what he said about the guy that unfortunately lost his life in a car accident.
But I've also heard you say that he. But hold on. I've also heard you say that.
Because what he
I've also heard you say
about that.
I've also heard you say that we could not appeal to his authority because he was a failed quarterback. Do you know why he left the league?
Because he was a failed quarterback.
That's $10, Steve.
He left the league because he busted his spleen and almost lost his life.
I can't with level 2. I hate level 2 noob.
You know that rib injury? You know that rib injury that Tua had against Buffalo?
Yeah.
Well, that's the same injury Chris Sims got, except it busted his spleen and almost killed him.
Okay, real quick. It doesn't matter if the player was good or not, because I see Kellen Moore. He's coordinator. He's gonna be a head coach sometime within the next 2 or 3 years, and I don't think he was that good of a quarterback anyway. So if he's entitled to his opinion, he sees what he sees.
That's just
you gotta respect his opinion.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I think a man who busted his spleen and almost lost his life to play this game, I think I respect the guy's opinion, even if it's wrong.
Hey, I got 2 people in the back.
Great one.
They're really important.
Great one.
Steve, I'll drop off because I got to get me something to eat anyway.
Be good, buddy.
I'm a roll.
I'll get
too.
Great one. You are not entitled to your opinion.
They want you to stay on. Great one. I think they want you to stay on.
They want you. You cannot speak your opinion.
They want Great One to stay on. Everybody wants me to get off, so I'll get off.
No, no, we don't want you to get off. We want you to just
I think they
have
want
better
takes. I'm gonna bring on Manny.
What I want is I want Alexander to stop playing the hurt card. Okay.
I think I'm just gonna.
Alexander, stop playing victim. Okay?
I would still come to you if I needed a cell phone, bro. I would still give you the sale if I needed a cell phone.
You're gonna make Alex cry, DJ. You're gonna make Alex cry.
Because apparently everybody thinks that you're
stop playing victim. Okay. Stop playing victim, Alexander.
I can tell you all this: Alex's cell phone takes are spot on.
Alex sound like a Latin male version
So
of
what
Karen.
you're saying is they drop all the
Stop
time.
acting hurt.
Yes,
No, he don't prop up Apple.
I just came on here. I just came on here because I heard somebody texted me. I heard some negative Tua talk. So is this true?
Oh yeah, the negative two talk.
Very true.
On this show.
Who's the? I just got a text message. I wasn't listening.
Who it is? The guy. It was the guy put in the back. Let me. Q. I'm just gonna put you in the back real quick, man. I'm sorry, buddy. It was this guy. Lewis.
I never body shamed
Lewis said something negative.
What are you
Batman.
talking about,
Lewis was
Blake?
out here talking all this trash about Tua. Batman, get him.
What was that? What was that again? What was that again, Lewis?
Exactly. What did I say about Tua, Stephen?
You said that we out here talking, getting all excited about Tua's salty Tua.
Oh, that's right, Batman. I've never seen a bunch of grown men get their panties so wet to hear another man talk. Sorry.
Our chubbies. Don't forget our chubbies.
Don't forget our chubbies.
You know, Willie
Well, Bon Joe said chubbies.
I hate you so much, Lewis.
I mean, he's accurate. That shit got me going. Got my juices flowing.
This is just turned into the Naked Gun episode of the Clock Blockers.
Steven saw that video and definitely got a chubby. He definitely got a chubby.
No, for sure, man.
Give me 1 second. I apologize.
I'm gonna call your wife.
You love
Steven.
me, Steven. Don't lie, Steven. You love me.
I don't know if I do. I don't know.
And Alex was calling for Tua's job. Just saying.
Oh, I thought that was Ryan.
Oh, and Lewis, was it you or somebody that it might have been you, Lewis, that said that Alex needed to go off the panel because we needed more testosterone and we needed to bring Pamela
No,
back.
that was me.
Yeah, that was Bon Joe.
Steven, I don't understand how racist you're being right now. Lewis is Latin and Cuban and I'm Haitian and black. So I don't understand how you're mixing us two. Is it because we're not white?
Today is National Cuban Sandwich Day, Bon Joe. You should know that.
Ethnic people look the same to you?
Bon Joe.
I was about to say Lewis because
Bon Joe, today is National Cuban Sandwich Day, bro.
That's lovely. I don't even like pork sandwiches. Anyway, color. Hold on.
Yeah, Von Joe likes that chicken bacon, which we still haven't tried. Has anybody tried this? Von Joe, he's a liar, bro.
Worst thing ever, Bon Joe. The worst.
Chicken bacon.
The worst.
Bro, $40 for
Wait, is that Johnny Sauces? Is that Johnny
What
Sauces?
are you talking about?
We still haven't gotten a piece from Bon Joe yet, and I don't want to pay $40 for a box on eBay.
That
Von
is
Joe, you're a
Johnny
liar.
Sauces. Holy shit.
You're a liar, Von Joe. We still waiting for this chicken bacon you promised from Detroit.
That, ladies and gentlemen, that is TFTG field reporter Johnny Sauces himself.
Don't forget the chicken ribeye. The chicken ribeyes are super good too.
Johnny Sauces is in the house.
Bon Joe, one more thing. Can we get clarification on Lewis's nationality? Can you tell us what he is? Because we're confused.
He's Cuban.
He's Cuban. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What the hell
apparently-
is
I
what the
bet
hell
half
is
the Cubans in here didn't know it was National Cuban Sandwich Day.
Hold on. Hang on. What the hell's National Cuban Sandwich Day? What do we do? We got a few Cuban. We got a free Cuban sandwich at Puerto Tropical.
Stephen D, can you check me? Can you check me, Stephen D?
Yeah,
and
go ahead,
pull up-
Batman. Go pick
Pull
up your
up the
sandwich,
Dolphins
man.
website and their preseason schedule, okay, and look at the calendar and tell everybody what it says.
But what does it mean?
I don't know.
Listen,
It's National
I
Cuban
don't know.
Sandwich Day. That's what it says.
I don't know what's color's fascination with this pork sandwich right now.
Cuban Sandwich Day, Lewis. Can you let me know, Lewis? And by the way, Cuban is not a box that you can check on any form, just so you know. Not a box. Not a box, Lewis.
I disagree, Steven.
Look, I've never seen Cuban on a box.
Sandwich, though. I love pulled pork.
Hey, bro, DeVore, bro.
Hey,
Bro,
Stephen D,
wait.
I just want you to know I identify as that dude.
Hang on, what the hell? I still need an answer. What the hell is National Cuban Sandwich Day? We got a free sandwich.
I don't know. You got to ask the Miami Dolphins,
Lewis,
bro. It's on their
you
calendar,
can
man.
identify as whatever you want. Doesn't make it right.
Lewis said his pronoun is that dude. You could just call me that dude. That's
Yeah,
that
we can respect it, but we don't gotta believe it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Lewis,
Like,
do we get a free
identify
sandwich?
anything.
Lewis, do we get a free sandwich or something? Lewis,
Hey,
what the
Lewis,
hell's
do you
going
get?
on?
Hey,
I mean, maybe all Cubans get a free Cuban sandwich.
Hey, Lewis, do you get to get a free sandwich when you go into a shop, man?
I have no idea. This is the first news I'm hearing about it. So I don't know.
It is on the Miami Dolphins calendar. I swear, I am not lying to you.
It's National Cuban Sandwich Day. What kind
And
of
it just
Cuban are
so
you?
it just so happens that the
First of
Dolphins
all,
canceled
Steven,
practice. Hold on. It so happens that the Dolphins canceled practice for the public on National Cuban Sandwich Day. What are we saying now?
Steven, Steven, first of all, Steven, okay? Every day is National Cuban Sandwich Day for Lewis, okay? He's Cuban, okay? You probably have a Cuban sandwich every day for lunch.
That's what I thought, man. I don't know. I'm kind of baffled myself when I saw it. You know.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me ask Steven. Steven, have you had a Cuban sandwich since you've been here?
Hey, bro, let me tell you, I'm a fat man, and as a fat man that's been to Miami on countless occasions, that is like the first thing I have when I get there as a Cuban.
Okay. I'm about to say I gotta bring you one.
I'm with Von Joe on this. It begs the question: Von Joe, what constitutes a Haitian sandwich?
What's on it? What's on it?
What's not a Haitian sandwich? I've never heard of a Haitian sandwich.
I know, but if there's a Cuban sandwich, there must be a Haitian sandwich. I mean, you know.
Haitians don't have sandwiches, first of all. That's the first thing.
I better not hear about chicken bacon. I better not hear about chicken
have
bacon.
an actual sandwich.
Haitians have rice and beans, right? It's either rice cooked with the beans, rice topped with the beans.
Chicken bacon.
You have some grilled, you have some bun and pigeon.
That's right.
Von Joe, if my mom's listening, it works. You just made her hungry. She's ordering it up right now.
Von Joe's like,
there's no such thing as sandwiches in the Haitian community.
The Haitian sensation.
And we, the Jamaicans, have curry goat, oxtails.
Good patties, good Jamaican patties.
Hey,
I'm with the curry goat, bro. I've never had the goat, but I love the curry.
You know what's hilarious? None of that stuff used to be expensive till y'all started marketing that shit, and now all the white people came in and they love that stuff. They can't get enough of it. Now it's like ridiculously expensive.
Hey, tell him, real curry goat would send a white man to the toilet.
That's right.
My Selim says you have to stop it. What is that?
Tell Curry send anybody to the damn toilet.
For tongue.
Hey, I got an idea, Steven. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I got an idea. Why don't we hit up Hangry Al and let him know to put out a Cuban Tua sandwich and put it on the menu.
It's got to be called the Salty Tua.
The Salty Tua. That would be perfect.
The Salty.
And remember, it's only available part of the season, okay? Part of the year. It's not going to be available all year.
No, he did.
And it has to have tuna fish. It has to have tuna fish.
You ain't had to do them like that, Von Joe. It's only available for half the season.
That was so low.
That was low, Von Joe. Even for you, that was low. How dare you? How dare you?
Listen, things are always funnier when they're true.
Level 2 noob says, yo, as a representative of Saltine America, let's lay off Whitey, please. Love it. I love it.
Saltine America is crazy, okay? Level 2
Saltine America. No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's why I've been with level 2 noob.
Oh, man. All right. We're gonna do final thoughts of the day. Devore, we'll give you first. Hey, thank you for coming on the show, man. I miss you, my guy. You are a pioneer of this community, man.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to make it on in the near future.
Can you DM me and maybe we'll set something up where you come on and maybe we do like not a Wednesday, but you and I pick like 10 topics and you and I go back and forth on another day of the week. I think.
We could do that.
Real quick, Devore, you going into any games?
I haven't decided yet. It depends.
We got Taylor.
I'm not gonna say Taylor.
Hold up, guys. Is this Roach? Is this Roach? Jags jerky. Jags about to eat some sushi this weekend. Roach, is this you, Roach?
That is Roach.
Roach, get up here, Roach. You better get up here, Roach. Go ahead, Devore. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up. My bad.
Final thoughts. Really, I don't have much. Go Fins.
Go Fins.
We wish. I'm enjoying this this beef between Tua and Ryan Clark. And by the way, it started with Tua saying that he didn't want to do the Netflix season 2 because he wanted to focus on football, and Ryan Clark took it the wrong way because Patrick Mahomes is on it and he won the Super Bowl. So that's where the whole beef thing started.
And who the hell's Ryan Clark? He hasn't done anything in his career to say anything about it. Is he a Netflix janitor? What is he? Come on, man.
It was just the way it was perceived. I can see the way it was perceived.
No, according to Alex, he
had the Super Bowl trophy.
Tua, and that's not part of his job title. And according to Alex, he should lose his job over that. Okay, so just
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Just telling you what Alex said. Alex put it out there. I don't necessarily agree, but you know. If Alex said it,
because he body shamed Tua, he body shamed him.
Tua.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that we body shamed.
I want to throw that out there.
Body shaming. Yeah.
Where can people find your stuff, man?
Well, I'm trying to get back into content creating. Let me put it to you like that. I'm trying.
Man, DeVore's lying. He ain't about that life for it. He's coming back.
DeVore, let me ask you: was it you lost the fire for it for a little bit?
I wouldn't say it wasn't the fire. It was more like my time. And I tell you what, I just started drinking energy drinks. Oh my goodness! Like I never drank anything caffeine in my life, but energy drinks like just gives me an extra 5 hours. So I'm going to try.
Hey, DeVore, I'm going to keep it all the way funky with you, bro. I heard Tua got you shipped from content making. Bro. That's what I heard, bro. I don't know if it's 100. I don't know if it's 100. Hey, that's what I heard. I'm keeping it all the way funky.
Tell that person to give me my money, okay? But y'all be good.
Hey, I'm just saying, black man to black man, bro. I was just keeping it all the way real with you, bro.
Hey, I was here defending Ryan Tannehill when everybody wanted him to be gone, so Tua's not gonna bother me. Plus, if that was the case, how many games he missed over the last 2 years?
Like 3.
In those bye weeks, I would have a good old time.
God damn,
that's what's up. It's Tua time.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go down.
DeVore, get out of here, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I'll catch y'all.
Be good. Oh man, I love that DeVore came on. All right, Batman. Final thought of the day.
Final thought. All right, get Christian Wilkins paid. I know the certain channel that hates Christian Wilkins. I'm not gonna say their name again, but they don't want to see the man get paid.
Do they have an alphabet in their name?
Put a name on it, Batman.
Put a name on it, Batman. Stop saying that kind of.
Put a name on it.
Listen,
then don't say it, Batman.
Say it with your chest.
I got some of my friends on that channel here right now on the panel. I can't call them out like that.
Put a name on it.
But I will say, pay Christian Wilkins, then go get Taylor. Get it done. Start the Super Bowl run. It's Tua time. Can't wait for the season to start. It's Skylar Thompson. No, it's not even Skylar Thompson time this weekend. It's that third string quarterback from West Palm Beach. We're gonna a 4th-string quarterback. We're gonna bring him on. We're gonna start that running back Brooks. That Pete said he's gonna be number one.
About to be out here throwing some darts on Saturday.
And let's get it. You know what? We gotta start making a 53, Steven, because it's getting scary. Scary hours are upon us. 53-man roster predictions. It's upon us. It's scary times. But everybody have a blessed day. Thanks for the wild. And I'm calling out Pete. Pete Brooks ain't no RB1, bro. I don't care. Pete is pushing a narrative. But yeah.
Oh, now you call him out. Now you put him in.
We're starting the spaces, Batman. Start the space.
Oh no, Lewis. Lewis, you better get on a phone before you get on any space, Lewis. Not even playing with you. Okay.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna save you till last. So you sit there and listen to everybody's final take. Okay. Not even playing with you. All right, Ryan Clark is an idiot, my man. My brother, Alex, man. Final thought of the day. Tell these fools, tell them all. Tell them this is your final take, man. You can say whatever you want. Don't worry about these haters, Alex. Alex?
Nah, because I might get roasted for it.
No, don't worry about it,
I'm
man.
going to get roasted for it. So
you will get roasted. You will get roasted.
I can't say we won't roast you.
I'm going to get destroyed by everybody, so.
I mean, it's
well,
no
then what are you still doing here?
All day for you, my guy. I'm just saying.
Everyone hates me.
Excuse me, Alex. Do you want us to wrap you in a nice fuzzy blanket? You know, put you on a swaddle?
Do we want to lay you? Do we want to lay you down?
Because you sound like a little victim.
You can come at me, Alex. I won't roast you. I'll be your pincushion, bro. Say whatever you gotta say, man. Hate on me, bro. I won't come back at you.
Victim mentality. I need you to grow up here. Come
says,
on.
according to sources, public bagger boys told Lewis to pull up on Stephen D.
Oh shoot! Drive by.
You know, the fact of the matter is that
Pete State with his $2 donation said, Alex, please let it all out. If he lets it all out, Pete, you got to donate $30 if he lets it all out. If he lets it air, $30.
You know, people should be more upset with this as it should, which I don't understand how nobody is pissed off more, you know, about this situation, because this is just a bad look on Ryan Clark for what he said, you know, and the fact of the matter is that too. What?
No, it's not.
Crypto,
how is that
let the man get his final
We
takeout.
promised we weren't going to come at him, Crypto. Come on, man.
Yeah, let him get his stuff off.
Which I don't understand is that
we've been hard on him today, bro.
I never made that promise. I ain't said nothing all day.
You may have had a decent career and you may have won a Super Bowl, and you're an analyst, you know, so you could critique about what he does on field, or you know, about the plays he makes, or plays he makes, the touchdown he throws. You know, and then I get that, and I will never come at you for that. But to call because of the way his body looks.
Don't you work for a cell phone company? Why do you?
I was going to say you're not doing a very good job selling phones right now, Alex.
I just got a call. Just got a call. That's why. But for you to come out and call a man out about what he does to his body or what he does off the field, you're just plain old for that. And you should not criticize what he does off the field. That's why he's getting destroyed from me, and that's why I think he's a bum.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that you
think
would
he should lose his job.
Screw Ryan Clark.
You're definitely not destroying him.
ESPN.
Well, I said that a long time ago.
Screw Ryan Clark.
Welcome to the club.
Is you finished or is you done? Is you finished or is you done?
Caller, don't rely on phony alliances.
Is you finished or is you done?
Yes, have a good day.
Oh, sometimes, Crypto, we all come to the same place from different angles.
All right.
Yeah, but all unholy alliances are phony alliances.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Bruce, final thought of the day, Bruce.
Y'all, appreciate you letting me on the panel today, man.
Anytime, my guy.
It was dope. You know, respect to everybody on the panel. Everybody got their own opinion, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I just
even if they're wrong, opinions.
Yeah,
Steve,
right. don't start nothing. You owe Lewis an apology. That's number one. And you owe him a
nothing,
phone
not
call.
a thing.
No, you're gonna apologize.
Thank you, Bruce.
That's right. He's gonna apologize. You're gonna do that today.
Nope, not going to happen.
What you say. Listen, when I text you later on,
I'm not apologizing to no Cuban on National Cuban Sandwich Day. It's already his day, okay? I'm not going to do it, Bruce.
Shut up and listen. Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
Later on, and you're going to apologize.
Hey, well,
that's what you're going to do.
You're going to be holding your breath for a long time.
No, I'm not. Because I got something on you.
No, you got something on me? You ain't got nothing on me.
I got receipts on you.
That other room is painted purple, isn't it?
Let me know about them receipts, because I don't know them.
That other room is painted purple behind him, ain't it?
No, the hell it's not. Ain't no purple around here.
It's all good. Yo, all due respect, though. I appreciate you letting me up here, and everybody's
Anytime,
man cool, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good day, and fins up and laces out.
Hey, Bruce, tell them who's the best up here, Bruce. Let them know.
You are, Lewis, man. And that
appreciate you.
Hold
appreciate
on.
you.
Hey, Bruce,
right.
Can you say it one more time?
That's cap.
Hold on.
That's cap.
Hold on. Bruce, one more time. Who's the best up here?
You a hoe for that,
It doesn't matter who's the best up here, because I dropped you. You don't even get the answer. Go ahead, anyway. Yeah, I did it. I dropped him. I don't care. Crypto, final thought of the day, Crypto.
Hey, man, this has been a pleasure, man. I like to say everybody that's been on the panel and everybody in the chat, a bunch of dishonest brokers, and y'all got a place in football hell. Enjoy your flames. I'm out.
I hope you choke
God
on a hot
damn.
dog. I hope you choke on a hot dog. Okay. Manny, final thought of the day, Manny.
Hey, Saint, I'm a spew it till I'm blue in the face, bro. We are good. Everybody needs to relax. We don't need nobody else. We're good with everybody on this team right now. Coaches, players, all. Like Bonjo said, water boy, ice boy, beer passer outers. Bro, we're good. We are winning that Super Bowl this year, man. And y'all need to just not worry about it. We got this. 20
Water
and over.
fountain installers.
Everybody on this team, bro. Even the fans, bro. All of y'all. We couldn't do it without y'all.
How about a water fountain installer? Can we get one of those?
We could get whatever you want, whatever
I just
you need.
want to put it out there that I was being facetious when I said that. So
Facetious. You can't.
I guess I was being facetious too.
Okay, Manny, I love you, brother. Be good, man.
I love you, bro. Thank you.
Hey, and in the future, don't take no crap from Lewis. Okay, don't let.
No,
Lewis
I don't. I'm not Alex, bro. I'm not gonna cry right now.
You got talking about you a flake. Tell him you got business to handle. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. I don't take it personal, bro. I'm not gonna cry about it.
Oh, by the way, Kurt says how much money you got on it, Manny. And remember, any bet that happens on my show, I get a cut of. But go ahead.
Shit, I'll give you everything I got in my savings.
Well, I mean, do you want to let us know what that is? I'm sure it
$0 and 0 cents, my brother.
You just I know it's not much.
Be easy, guys.
Be easy, man. All right. Who is next?
Hey, Steven, you're going to lose me here in a minute. I'm going to be in a bad area, so I don't think I can go last.
Okay, well, fine. Whatever. Go ahead. Just go. Give me your final.
Well, again, thank you for letting me on
don't thank nobody. Just say your final thought, okay?
I wasn't thanking you, Steven. I was thanking everybody that came to listen to me.
Apparently, because you don't know how to call nobody back after a couple of days, and
it's been a day, Steven. It's been one day, Steven.
It's been a couple of days, but
you told me you were spending time with the family, Steven.
At least you get phone calls, Lewis. I mean,
Oh, well, let's talk about it, Color. Let's talk about it.
Don't try to divert the conversation, Lewis. Lewis.
Listen,
if that
Steven,
is your real name, Lewis.
Well, hey, it's the real one I gave you. Listen, I love all you guys. You guys are the best. Help the channel grow. Donate, share, like, do all that fun, good old stuff.
Nobody donates when you tell them to donate. Don't nobody like me. Everybody says I should go get a real job, and nobody donates. And they hate me, Lewis. They don't donate.
They donated the day when I asked for them to get Manny off the panel.
I bet you tell somebody right now to donate $50. Don't nobody donate $50. Tell them.
Well, I don't know. Hey, donate $50 if you can, but I don't.
We're gonna test this theory, Lewis. Okay, we're gonna test
Steven, I will call you later. Color, I will see you later.
I'm calling Lewis. I am going to call you after the show ends. I expect you to pick up.
I got a space to host, Steven.
No,
They're
bro.
expecting me on Twitter.
Look, I don't care. I really don't. Like, you and I need to have a conversation. Lewis, I'm talking to you, Lewis.
Yes.
You heard me, right?
I heard you.
Thank you. I will call you as soon as the show over. You better pick up, okay? You better, okay? I'll call you in a minute. I'll call you in a few.
All right. Later. Hey, Bonjo, I just want you to know you were a hoe for that when I said I was the best and you said that's cat. I just wanted you to know that, Bonjo. That's with all love and due respect, Bonjo.
All right. You still a homie, though. All right.
You already know. All right. Y'all want to be good, man. I'm out of here.
All right. Color, final thought of the day.
My final thought is I will be apologizing to Pam in my own time and in my own way. And whether she accepts that apology or not is her and I's business and nobody else's. And I just want to say it's for nobody else to sit up here and use that as an opportunity to virtue signal to anybody, okay, because it was not my intention to do what everybody perceives me to have done. Whether I was right or not, my reaction was inappropriate. And that's for me to apologize for. But I'm not going to sit here and listen to a bunch of people virtue signal to somebody because they think that they're any better, that they don't treat other people that way. I thought we were supposed to forget who were, you know, the nature of people in this community and treat everybody the same way. I was under that impression, and I'm sorry that I went at Pam like that. So I will be apologizing to her in my own way and in my own time. And as I said, if she accepts that, that's her business and my business, not anybody else's. So appreciate the second to say that, Stephen D, and we appreciate the show today.
No problem, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Those Finn's Tailgate people, though, I question all of them. Every last one of them. All those Finn's Tailgate people.
Later, man.
Yeah. And then there was one Haitian left. One Haitian.
Oh, what's going on, my guy?
Well, this moving thing is horrible. I hate it. I mean, I'm excited to move. I just don't like this whole process.
Yeah, moving sucks.
Moving sucks, bro. Like, it's straight horrible. I'm excited to move where we're moving to. I'm excited to move into a house and get out of, 2-bedroom apartment. But this whole process is straight horrible, and I do not like it. It's causing that much stress.
Listen, I'm excited for you and the family, and I'm pretty sure the kids are excited as well.
They are, it's a little mixed, that they're excited about
they're losing friends,
but they're going to be closer to their cousins who their age, which is great, and that's they're excited. I think they are.
All right, but Stephen, I want to say a great show. I'm glad that it did run a little bit longer. You was a little later. I was able to come a little late during my lunch.
Look, the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's going to be hit or miss with me. I'm going to do my best.
I'm saying because you were late. Hold on, Stephen. Because you were late, I was able to come on because it was in between my meetings and my lunchtime. So
well, then I did it just for you. I did it just
exactly.
For you.
Shout out to
although
me
I
and
was
everyone
told
else
this morning, in no uncertain terms from somebody in the chat, that how dare I come in late, and that I'm unsubscribing from you because I came in late. How dare those people? How dare?
Well, Karen from HR will be okay. Stephen, I would like to say great show, and I would like to apologize to Alex, but I'm not because I don't think I did anything wrong. So that's that. He'll be all right. Yes, Louis is the homie, and he's my Cubano brother, but he's still a hoe. But great show today, man. And I want to chop it up with you. We're gonna go ahead and speak because I think we should have a Vonjo segment on your show on part of the Miami sports music. So we'll chop it up.
Did you just break news?
No, we gotta chop it up to see what it actually looks like. We should have a Vonjo segment.
Are you going to opening game?
Yeah, I plan to be out there.
We gotta talk because I might need you to run. Like, I'll run the show from my place. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it.
Wait, opening game? Like the
week 3
season opener? Yeah. You're not going to be down there?
Like, because we close on the house on the 12th, and then I gotta move. It's going to take me a couple days to move down there. Get the stuff, drive down there, and then that first week. I mean, the very next weekend, is the game, and I can't leave my wife and everything with the house like that. So for 4 days. So I think I'm. I don't know yet. It's not official, but I don't.
We're ironing out details. We have a couple weeks to iron out details to see if that's workable.
I need somebody to be there at the tailgate, and I think you might be that guy. So.
All right. Well, we'll chop it up. We'll talk, and for sure.
Yeah.
All right. But hey, no matter what, it still fins up.
It's fins up all day, baby.
And we're going to support and rock with this team no matter what. All right. Take care.
Chicken bacon is horrible.
To some that never had it. So.
See you later, bro.
You guys take it easy, man.
All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I guess it didn't work. Nobody donated. I knew people didn't listen to Lewis. Nobody listens to you, Lewis. Okay, nobody. All right. Hope you all enjoyed the show today. It was Wildin' Out Wednesday. Shout out to everybody who did donate. Shout out to everybody who watched. Shout out to everybody who hit the like button, all 85 likes. Shout out to people who shared the link, if you shared the link for the show. And yeah, man, it's going to be good stuff. So tomorrow, it should be good. Thursday, Mike Ovila is coming on tomorrow for about 30 minutes. Chop it up with me, Dolphins talk. So we're going to have a good segment. And then Cameron, obviously, will be on with me. So it'll be good. So I will be here tomorrow on time because I got to be on time for the segment with Dolphins talk with Mike Ovila. So shout out to Mike O. Come here tomorrow. Thursday will be fun. I love you guys. We'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.
My intuition told me this. To trust